This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
McDonald's meets the Minecraft universe with one of 6 collectibles and your choice of a Big Mac or 10-piece McNuggets with spicy Nether Flame sauce. Now available with a Minecraft movie meal.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time. A Minecraft movie only in theaters.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Are you tired of that impersonal, annoying voice on your GPS navigation system? They simply bark out driving directions at you for hours on end.
Turn left on New Milford Road West.
Well, Frigamall Electronics has a whole new way to travel with someone who really cares about you. This is MomStar. To show you just how great MomStar works, we installed it in the Bob and Tom radio station van. Let's listen in to see how they liked it.
Okay, hello, navigator. I need directions to the closest Starbucks.
Starbucks? Sweetie, don't you think you've had enough caffeine today? You should get some rest. I'll just program the way directly to your house for nap time.
No. I have a million things to do. Fine, I can skip Starbucks. Program the route to the studio. I have a few songs I've got to finish working on.
All work and no play makes Tommy a dull boy. You've been working so hard all week. How about a nice afternoon movie? It looks like that new romantic comedy is playing at the Cineplex. I'll just put that as your destination.
A movie? No way. I'm too busy for that.
Yes, I know, dear. You're very busy and very important.
Well, let's go to the bank and the gas station first. You got those locations programmed?
Of course I do, dear. However, there's an armored car at the bank and a tanker truck at the gas station. Is that okay?
No. Skip them both. Those are very dangerous situations.
Listen, Tom, I'm going to take you on a little detour to Dr. Friedrich's office. He's a very good therapist, and I think he can help you.
I don't need therapy. I need coffee.
Now, just turn up left here. Dr. Friedrich's is on the
I really
right.
don't think that...
I said turn left!
Yes, ma'am.
No one knows you like your MomStar.
All righty, navigator. I've got a big afternoon planned. Get me to the liquor store, the bus station, the pharmacy, and the nearest drive-through burger joint.
Oh, honey, that's no good. I programmed to drive straight to the gym. We'll be there in 5 minutes.
Mind your own business, lady. Look, there's a drugstore right over there. I don't need no directions.
You don't need an entire case of hand lotion either. Now just get in the right lane and hit the gym, okay, sweetie?
No, I don't want to go to the gym.
Honey, do you need a hug?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, well, I need you to shut up and do what I tell you to do. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
The new MomStar navigation system from Frigamall Electronics. She'll tell you where to go, how to go, when to go, why to go.
Don't you think this bit has gone on long enough? Just finish up and get back to work now.
Yes, ma'am.
The amazing Maria Bamford there, right? Yeah. She's very good. Hello, good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Are you okay, Tom? What are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Just getting some stuff organized over
Huh?
here. You're supposed to be talking. I don't have to be paying attention.
Hi, Chip. I was paying attention.
That's the mission statement of our radio show. I don't pay attention. Hi, Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Hello, Jeff Oskey.
Hey, buddy.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Frank Caliendo later, and maybe Edwin McCain as well. Hello, Tom.
Yeah, Edwin McCain it turned out was The Masked Singer. And we're going to find out how that went. Dressed as Nessie in it.
Yeah.
One of the Masked Singer.
Yes.
Yeah. But what is they?
He was unmasked on Wednesday night.
Apparently after round 6. I have never watched that show.
I am not surprised.
No kidding.
Not really in your wheelhouse, although your kids might enjoy
I thought
it.
you'd have all of them taped and ready to go.
So I watched it last night just to see him.
And?
He's great.
Okay, be honest.
Okay.
Who helped you watch
No,
The Masked
I
Singer?
was able to figure it out myself.
Bull crap.
Did the kids watch it with you or just do
No, and it's a long story. No, I just watched it by myself.
A long story.
And, yeah.
Ow.
Very.
All you say is no, the kids didn't. That's not a
Pat,
surprise.
Pat, don't you start, Pat. You guys are the exact same.
Excellent point.
They're very busy.
Who's busy?
They're his
My
kids.
Oh,
Who's surprised
well,
by that?
yeah.
I see them occasionally. No, we had a lot of fun. Now I'm sure that you.
We had a lot of fun.
I'm sure you spent most of your evening watching the NFL draft.
Oh yeah, baby, riveted every minute, every second, every minute. I started watching about a half hour late so I could zip through the commercials. Oh yeah, I had it all hooked up, Tom. Oh goodness, yes. Big night.
Are there any big surprises?
Shedeur Sanders was not drafted in the first round. He's still out there. He's
Really?
available. And the Giants took what many were in the market for a franchise quarterback. They decided to take Jackson Dart instead of Shedeur Sanders. A big kiss our collective behind, Shedeur. We don't care about you, say the Giants. So there you go.
What percentage of guys that are drafted in the draft end up playing in the NFL?
There's something wrong with this looking at the draft this way, but I know you like hard numbers. So 30% of people who are drafted play at least one game in the NFL, and 8% of players drafted, make a significant contribution. Now, there are many words there you need to define.
That means 92% of your time was wasted.
That's how you look at it.
That's how a person like you would look at it.
Yes,
Yeah.
a person who
Yeah.
values his life and has better things to do. I certainly will enjoy watching the games. I don't need to know everything about them. But it's fine. This keeps people off the streets. I'm glad that I...
Unless you're in Green Bay, everybody was on the street. It was having a good time. Party
Didn't
time.
they triple their population?
Green Bay has an official population of 107,000. They had 210,000 there last night.
Yeah, my bonus son's there. Kostaki's there.
And
many.
It looked like there were 500,000.
Yeah.
It was nuts how many people were there.
Should we call Kostaki and see how
Probably
he did?
should. Yeah. He's probably at the casino still.
If he had... You know what? I'm sure he's at least hungover, if not still drunk.
Oh, yeah. I like him drunk on the
I
Zoom.
can give him the old "you up" text.
Yeah.
Oh, please do.
Yeah.
Does that work for comedians too?
Send him the eggplant and then the squirt and then you up.
By the way, that of
Oh,
course
send the peach too, like that.
Then say, are you holding?
Hit that.
that is the voice of Jeff
That's the
Oskey.
comedian.
Hit that butt. Hit that ass.
Josh is sick today. Josh has got the flu bug, but Jeff
I thought
Oskey
he
is
was
sitting in.
fishing again.
Get the fishing bug is what he's getting.
Now, is the U up? Is that traditionally just done letter U followed by UP question mark?
Yeah.
Why?
Pretty much. You up, yeah.
Why are you intensely fascinated by subjects and worlds and people that you have no understanding of? Even after it's explained to you, you still have no understanding of it at all.
No, I do. I understand.
You don't.
Yes, the U up is a request for sex.
Sure.
Yes.
It's not just asking if someone is awake.
No, you can. You up is beautiful because you can always say, no, I was just wondering.
Exactly.
I just wanted to know if you were awake.
You make it vague.
It's vague. But if she takes it or he takes it as, you're going to come over here, this is not going to suck itself.
I was up looking at my odds for the next pope. I got to get my bet in.
Yeah, sure.
Why can't we watch the conclave? That'd be fun. Like pay-per-view?
It's never going to happen.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Like I said,
and
these are sad times, but in a couple of weeks they'll be getting a new pope, and they'll be putting the wood in the stove, and you'll see the white smoke.
And commentators?
I just can't bear looking at all the commercials.
Here comes
there were so many commercials during the last election.
Here comes the American Pope. Oh, he's got some words to say about.
American Pope?
Commentators for the conclave. Yeah, what's his name? Rodriguez?
15 days after he passes. Or is it 15 days after they put him in the ground?
The number one odds were the Italian guy.
Yeah. Well,
Polino.
And you actually can bet on this. I'm not kidding.
You could bet on who got drafted where last night.
Wow.
You sure could.
In case you're wondering if you have a problem, if you're betting on that, you may want to go see a counselor.
Jeff has successfully texted.
Oh, nice. What did he say?
He has not responded. I sent eggplant, squirty, peach, you up, question mark.
Nice.
Nice. No, have you ever done that?
No.
Done what?
No, because I have learned something else.
Sent a booty call? Come on.
Hang on a second.
Christy,
Tom has learned.
Oh, boy.
Tom has learned something about this century. Yes, Tom.
DTF question mark.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Well, that's
not vague.
That's pretty much
that's
not,
right.
That's
that's right in there.
That's somebody
in your face.
you're very familiar with.
Yeah. That would then be considered less
vague.
That's a blunt one.
That can't be taken any other way.
Right.
So it's, Jeffrey, it's suggesting that one is down for fornication.
Right. Well, most people put you up.
Tom.
Yes.
99% of people know what DTF is. Guess what percentage you're in. I love it when you explain to. No, you'll come back like Monday and go, hey, did you hear about this? This DTF on texting.
Yeah,
Have
I
you
sent
heard
it
about
to Kelly. How did she react?
Send that to Kelly. See how that goes down.
Give me your phone. I'm going to text Kelly some stuff.
Do the eggplant and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. How
about it?
Now, am I correct in saying that you can actually purchase emojis that are a little more graphic than?
Sure. Well, you can purchase emojis. You can NFL emojis. Your favorite team.
Star Trek emojis. I mean,
Absolutely.
anything.
But are there sort of salty, sexy?
Sure.
I'm sure they're out there.
So you don't have to do the squirting cucumber. You can do
that's
eggplant,
right.
But okay.
Something disturbingly graphic. Yeah,
I'm just asking. So we could do, if we felt like we could do like Bob and Tom emojis.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun. Get PJ to work on that. I know we're working on a special T-shirt. Hold your breath. Just a little springtime surprise. It's in the works. Should have it ready by Monday or Tuesday.
Nice.
Look forward to that, certainly.
Somebody write that down.
Monday or Tuesday of next year.
Hey, we've got half of our staff either sick or out right now, so we're lucky to be here at this point.
You're lucky to be alive.
We'll
I
get
feel
it done.
great. How about you?
I feel real good.
Good.
Okay. Well, then why don't you do the T-shirt?
I will. What do you want me to do? I will be happy to design
You go over and hang with PJ.
Oh, is that the
you want
requirement?
You want some Kleenex?
Wait a minute. I'm out.
I love PJ. You know that.
Okay. Well, coming
He's
up,
made me look
I hope
very
we get a
good
hold of
over the years.
Kostaki.
Oh,
but
yeah.
We have a great
All of
story
us.
coming out of Greek culture today. Two of them, in fact.
Jesus.
Oh no, this thing is wonderful.
No, it's not.
Yes, it's fantastic. Have you seen the video? It is just wonderful.
Oh my God, the things you like.
All of our Greek friends, please stick around.
My goodness.
Love it. Right now, I want to say I don't care if you're living in Greece, France, or Cyprus. You're going to want to make sure that you.
The Cyprus. I love the Cyprus.
Yeah, the Cypriots.
You know, that's where a lot of people from England vacation.
Really,
Cyprus?
Cyprus?
Yeah, it's a hot location.
No, I think it's score. I'd love to go there.
Yeah.
Steven Singer is happy to help folks from all over the world. But let's just talk about you right now, because Mother's Day is just around the corner. And as Steven was saying when we were talking to him, people wait till the last minute, and he has to hire extra people to make sure he gets everything out. So I'm telling you, why don't you be smart? Do it today. Get that Mother's Day gift. Get it out of the way. Think of all those moms in your life. And what's the special gift this year? Well, of course, it's another gold-dipped rose. This year it's called the Blue Moon Rose, and it will not be, by the way, they're going to run out, to put it simply. So you better order it quickly. Christy's holding one right there.
Yes.
This
very
is called
beautiful.
the Blue Moon Rose. It's the perfect Mother's Day gift. It is a real rose dipped in 24 karat gold. I don't know, how do they get it to not just look like a big drip. It looks. I
I
mean, when they dip it,
That's
how
what
do
makes
they?
it, I don't know.
It's got all the structure. In any event, I'm sorry. I'm
you
off
can
topic.
It's magical.
It's a limited edition 24-karat gold dip blue moon rose. The perfect gift for Mother's Day. Comes in a beautiful box with a nice card and expressing your love for that mom. Now, my suggestion, once again, get that At Last bracelet, which is a great value. Real diamonds. It's gorgeous. This is for the mom that you're also DTFing with. And then that way.
Not your mom.
Yeah, right. It'd be the mother of your children, perhaps. Ergo, that's why you have children, because of the significant amount of DTFing you've been doing. Is this all working?
Are you going to? Never mind.
The point is, Steven Singer is my man. He can be yours, too. IHateStevenSinger.com is where you'll find out about Steven. The full lifetime guarantee, maybe some earrings, and, of course, he's got that great trade-in thing where you get the real value. Once again, you get what you paid for back when you upgrade. IHateStevenSinger.com. This may sound confusing, but Steven can make it very easy for you. IHateStevenSinger.com. Free shipping. You're going to be happy. Don't forget about Mother's Day. Think of all those moms. They'll love the roses. They'll love bracelets, et cetera, et cetera. Coming up, exciting things in the world of sports and news. Chick will give us the draft update, plus your letters.
And are you thinking about buying your man some jewelry? I have some suggestions for you from last night's draft coming up.
Oh, well, that sounds cool. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Make this your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Eating well has never been this easy. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want.
Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle. And with 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. Choose from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more.
Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfast, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It's easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals pack in the flavor with none of the fuss.
Get started at factormeals.com/BobandTom50off and use the code BobandTom50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. The code is BobandTom50off at factormeals.com/BobandTom50off for 50% off plus free shipping.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold under the weather. There's Jeff Oskey. I'm Chick McGee. We're at the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. If I could explain to you how, as soon as we get ready to go back on the air, Tom becomes a flurry of activity. It's unbelievable. The last thing you want to do is be on the air.
No, I'm just putting some sweetener in my delightful Java House tea.
That was a lot of sweetener.
That was a lot
You know
of
something?
sweetener.
Why don't you just look at your little guitar or something?
He has one
nice
vice
comeback,
left.
Potsy.
My last vice.
Yeah, the one vice left.
I'm down
Poor guy.
down to. And by the way, I resent restaurants lately.
Oh, really?
Boy.
Lately.
And what is it? I want a salt shaker on the table. Okay, I don't care what this.
You know what? I've
The
noticed
chef
that
has
too.
made the
Yeah.
right amount of put the right
Yeah,
amount.
the
of
chef
salt.
can go cram it. Okay, my palate's different than his or hers, and no salt and pepper now on the table, and then no sweetener. And if they have sweetener, it's that NPR stuff, whatever the hell it's called.
Called stevia. It's
Sugar.
good for you.
Yeah,
It doesn't-
thanks, Obama.
doesn't
No,
inflame your
they
veins.
never put sugar or Equal or Splenda.
No
They've
Sally and Pete. I've noticed that.
All we have is Turdana. It's
Turdana?
the new sweetener that makes you
You know, they could have done
makes you
better
vote
with.
progressive liberal. What the?
Seems like you could have done better with their product. They didn't name it after a turd.
No, I'm just saying. How about I want salt and pepper and sugar and God. Sorry, I had to get that out.
A1 sauce, ketchup for the steak.
Is it too much to ask that I add salt and pepper? Okay, I'm an American. All right. I've already had my heart fixed once. Let's add some more salt. We'll do it again.
That's right. You got to wear the new stuff down,
Okay.
right?
No, I was just adding some sweetener to my delightful Java House tea. Thank you very much. We have, I have at least a stack of letters over here.
Yeah?
Is that right?
Email, to be
I have
more
one.
precise.
Letters from listeners brought to you by Hyundai. Helps protect you and your family on the road. Hyundai. put safety first and everything else second. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Hyundai. Christy?
This is from Jill in Colorado. She says, just chiming in on Bird Talk. I've created a sensation.
Once again, Christy has birds singing outside her house, and she has this new app called Merlin.
Mm-hmm. And it identifies the bird
So it's
sounds.
it's like that. What's that thing called? With you hold it up for the
Shazam?
music? It's like Shazam, but for birds.
Exactly. And then you can also do pictures. You can take a picture of the bird, and it'll
tell you what it is?
Yes. Well, she says she works from home, and she has a beautiful bird feeder outside her window that actually has a camera in it, so you can see the birds up close.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's
Her
Wi-Fi,
husband
I
said it's
believe.
BirdFi Bamboo Smart Bird Feeder. She said, my husband got it for me. I love it. We talk about birds all the time.
Is that right?
Now, does he do it from his perch where he's knitting a noose?
No, she said. Christy, you would love it. Thank you very much, Jill. And I appreciate the...
If I had one of those,
need
all
one.
I would see would be squirrel anus.
Yeah.
I can remember at one point,
got up there.
I had so many squirrels, it became a squirrel feeder.
Oh, really?
Then I bought that big dome, that big plastic dome that's supposed to prevent the squirrels from getting into it. Then you watch the acrobats
They
of a
hang
squirrel.
upside down.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They have figured that
They
out.
Have you
fly.
seen the one that spins now? Like
No.
when any pressure gets put on it, it spins and it shoots the squirrel across the yard.
Oh, I got to have that.
Wait a
That
minute.
would be
awesome.
fun.
Oh, I need one of these. Now, can you get that with the camera so you get the full?
Oh, so you can watch it later and
Yeah,
laugh?
you go here. There's the flying squirrel.
Oh, and speaking of living in the woods, I woke up to the worst sound ever this morning. Is it coyote mating season?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, my gosh.
they're all over my neighborhood.
It was the worst sound I have ever heard. I thought that something was dying in my backyard.
It's not the worst sound I've ever heard.
Hey, what's the worst thing you've ever heard, Andy?
Come in the bedroom.
Christy saying good morning.
CNN, just running her mouth.
Oh, she's
24
awake
hours.
Andy
again.
wasn't there, scared me to death.
I was out of town, right?
Yeah, I was out of
Yeah,
town.
do out of town.
Yeah.
That was the
Vegas.
time
Already.
of my life.
Business trip.
I hear it's big boobed hooker week in Vegas.
I'm just down the street, actually.
On a plane right now.
I'm in Hampton and 5 miles away.
Yeah, I live down at the end of my street. There's a 14-acre wooded area, and it's full of coyotes.
Man, it was the creepiest sound. I don't,
It's
maybe I'm
nature.
going to light my backyard.
It's
big
just
time.
nature.
Yeah, well, one of them took out my friend's doodle. So I'm not
Yeah,
kidding.
he took out your I know one
Took
of your
out the
neighbors.
doodle.
Took out his
Really?
little dog.
Not mine. My little guy's fine.
Yeah. Watch out for your little guy.
Would you try to get in the middle of them and save your dog?
That's really dangerous.
I would not even hesitate. I would get
When
in
I-
there.
Would you really?
I'd wring that coyote's neck. There's
I've told you before. I had a friend named Bob who he dropped off his dogs and then he went and got both his wrists sewn back up. When I lived in that really wooded area over here, when I would walk the dogs, I would always take Mace with me.
Yeah.
I'm serious. The vet told me, hey, if your dogs could just spray them both and they'll be okay.
There were two reasons he had Mace: the coyotes, and then
The neighbor.
he's just a hot piece of ass. He.
Oh, yeah,
he
there's
can't-
that.
He can't go
Get the
anywhere
women
with
off of him. I have to tell you, I got in my car before I opened the garage door this morning. I was scared.
Yeah.
I didn't want a coyote.
Why do you
sitting
not
out there.
do that every morning?
I don't know. I usually open the
I know
door.
Andy.
I open the garage
I know,
door and walk around and get
I
in
know.
the car.
I was talking to Andy. Andy gets in his car and then makes sure the garage door's still shut. Then he starts his car.
That's right.
he says his rule is 15
Every
minutes. If
morning.
I'm still alive, then I'll go to work.
I call it the decision. If I'm going to open this door,
This is the morning. I don't let it open.
how long have we been married? 8 years?
Two. Not even two.
Andy, it's two.
Honey.
Oh, boy.
You know, in some
You hear
states,
that?
in some
You hear
states
that,
it's legal.
honey?
Some states it's legal to shoot the coyotes.
What?
In some states it's legal to hunt them.
I'd like to
Really?
see the policeman who'd arrest me for shooting a coyote trying to attack my dog.
We had a story 2 days ago about some guy who went to jail for shooting a bear in his garage.
Bring it, Kojak, okay?
Okay. If you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining us. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We're coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Jeffrey Oskey, comedian, sitting in for Josh today. Josh is under the weather. He's got some kind of a flu bug. There's Christy at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Chick McGee's
I ain't
across
buying
the way.
it.
At
You
the
ain't
espresso.
buying it.
I don't think he's sick. He's just like me. He's just taking the day off. He can't stand it anymore.
Is it good? Or it's either good fishing or he's going turkey hunting today.
That's right.
Okay, now.
You and turkey hunting. Oh, boy. You make one listener happy. It'll be a good job for you.
One of my neighbors is a turkey guy.
Turkey guy.
He's bow hunting turkeys this morning.
Well,
one.
Really?
Uno.
Yeah. He's also got a golden retriever, so he's...
Why don't you
boy,
go out?
He's your best friend ever,
a special friend. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, maybe you and I should go out turkey hunting.
It'd be
with automatic weapons.
Unpleasant accident.
I'm just saying. Shoot your face
off. Is there such
off.
a thing as fragging in the world of hunting?
Would you try to shoot me? I didn't think it would go that way. I'm going to try to kill you, of course.
Okay.
But,
we saw a bunch of turkeys from Minneapolis to Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of exciting. Big ones, huge.
Wild turkeys?
Wild turkeys.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now,
not the liquor.
And I had that in my room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we've been getting a lot of, for some reason, I don't know how this happens. This segment seems to have certain themes that keep recurring. The theme the last couple of weeks has been letters from Idaho.
Yeah.
This comes to us from Shelley.
Shelley, Idaho.
No. Oh. In Lewiston, Idaho, in the Upper Panhandle. And then a little bit of bragging. She says, this part of the state is way prettier than Boise. Well,
oh, wow.
All right, Shelley.
I live where the Snake and Clearwater rivers meet.
Oh, remember the Snake River?
Yeah.
With
Evil Knievel.
Evil Knievel, yeah.
Man.
Did he really jump? I can't rember. Did he try?
Remember?
Yeah, it was like a rocket.
As soon as the Sky Cycle ignition, the chute came out.
That's right.
Yeah.
But still, balls.
Well, or foolishness and
Yeah.
a love of money.
There was a great article famous article about that. King of the Goons.
Didn't his walking stick have alcohol in it?
I'd heard that.
That was always the.
I believe
Are you serious?
Yeah, like it had a flask inside
Built
the walking
in?
stick,
And it didn't have a knife in there, too?
Yeah, or
big
sword.
blade.
Wow.
And is the story
Oh,
true
wow.
that he went to jail with somebody named Knaufel, and the policeman said, "Well, look what we got here: Evil Knievel and Awful Knaufel."
If not, it's a great story.
Part of that story is true.
Great
Somebody
origin story.
set me straight on that. I've always wondered.
By the way, Shelley says at the confluence of the Snake River and the Clearwater River, great fishing, fellas.
Oh.
Oh, my husband and I have our 1-year anniversary coming up on May 4th. Yes, we had a Star Wars wedding with lifesavers.
Not lifesavers, not lifesavers.
Lightsabers.
My mouth is dry. Pat, I need a nip.
I got one under
lightsabers.
My friend had a Star Wars wedding and walked up to the Imperial March.
No.
Yeah.
Bum bum ba-dum, bum bum bum.
At
Really?
the same wedding, the priest was giving the homily, and he goes, for the homily for this wedding, I would like to read a poem that Sherry Loggins wrote to her husband, Kenny. And I started laughing so uncontrollable. I don't know why I thought that was hilarious.
Was this a Catholic priest that did this?
No.
Oh,
this was
okay.
like a...
Officiant.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
But... I was like, did you approve a Sherry Loggins poem being read at your... And it was horrible.
And they got divorced, didn't they?
Well,
I think
so
Kenny,
did my friend.
I think Kenny's been married
No.
something like 5 times.
And now here's Tom with the story about how Kenny met his wife.
One of them, this is true. We talked to him about it. One of his wives he met getting a high colonic.
Oh, that's right.
What?
She was administering a... Kenny is kind of a loved flower child type guy.
Okay.
And he's got a great book, by the way. His life story is really exciting. And he's a terrific performer. But
Is it called Logging On with Kenny?
No. He was getting an what I guess like a high class enema from this one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a whole reading about that. That's hysterical. There's a whole group of people. They give you one of these whatever they call it, high colonic enemas, and then they watch as the leaves and the other stuff inside your
Not leaves.
Leaves.
they
read the tea leaves is what you're.
they read the turd. They read the anal
the
effluent.
effluent. Yes.
Whatever you want to call it, the rectal rockets of liquid. They I mean,
If you got an enema, wouldn't you just lay there giggling during the whole thing? I bet.
I wouldn't want to review it. I don't want to
Why
have.
wouldn't you?
I wouldn't want to have some stranger taking notes. Well, I can see that you're.
There's gum from the third grade.
I mean, it's sort of the ultimate California moronic hippie.
Don't some of those
ethos.
cherries from drinks they stay in your or wherever you get a
Apparently,
cherry?
the maraschino.
like years they stay in your system. They're plastic.
I don't know if Kenny is currently married, but there have been a number of them. Well, thanks for the letter from Idaho, Shelley. It sounds like beautiful country.
We got to get to Idaho, man.
Now, we've also been talking about sometimes we do little things to know if we're going to have a great day or not.
Yeah.
And one of mine is there's a certain place I drive. It's on the freeway, and in the opposing lane across the street, there's a building made of mirrors. And so I will look to my left, and if I can see my car, that means I'm going to have a good day.
You're so
Now, see,
insane.
sometimes there are cars in the other lanes, so I can't see my car in the mirror, and I go, uh-oh.
That's going to be a rotten day.
It's going to be a bad day.
The freeway, there's always cars in the other
That's
lane.
why most days aren't good, Christy. Although with construction now, that freeway might as well just be closed.
Yeah, it's a parking lot. Wait till this weekend, by the way. You'll see the lot.
Yeah, there's no point in even having it there.
Is that an OCD thing or just plain crazy?
Well, I think it's
we'll opt
probably a
for
little
crazy.
of
JJ from Kermit, Texas.
Double J.
Says, I know it's going to be a great day when I wake up. Oh.
Well,
that's
man of a certain age.
It must be man of a certain age.
If I get in my car and turn on the radio and it's like a song I like,
Yeah.
I know it's going to be a good day.
No kidding.
And if
all
it's a song I don't care for, I turn off the radio for the rest of the morning.
Really? Drive in silence.
Meditate.
The best part of your day.
Don't you?
It's one of my favorite hack premises, but it's entirely true. When you start your car and the radio is unbelievably loud, you realize, uh-oh, I must have been drunk last night.
Or having a good time, one or the other. Yeah. My favorite song was on.
Well, this is sweet. Nick writes, I know it's a good day when I start it with the Bob and Tom show.
Oh,
Thank you very much, Nick. We certainly appreciate that.
I don't think he means it. That was
Hey, gang, just
that
a
was
quick
sarcasm.
note. Writes Mr. Phillip, because I need to get to work, a quick note. It's going to be a decent day for me when I don't have cars coming at me the wrong way on a one-way street again. Uh-oh.
Ooh, what?
Yeah, apparently.
What is he, a traffic cop? Or
No, apparently he was on a one-way street and someone was going the wrong way
Ooh.
right at him.
Man.
I've done it.
On yesterday's show, Christy said she was stuck, up to her knees in quicksand once.
Quick mud. Yeah.
Yeah. Made me wonder, what if Kostaki Economopoulos had come across her after his discussion of his favorite kind of porno,
porn.
You know what?
so-called stuck porn.
You know what? I had managed to forget Kostaki saying that, and now you've reminded me.
I was not familiar with this.
I don't know what that is called. Trapped porn, I
I think
guess?
he
or
used
something?
the phrase stuck
Stuck
porn.
porn.
Apparently,
Yeah.
it's the lady is
And the
whatever bending
scenario-
over and she's
A
stuck in the
washing
washing
machine
machine. All of a sudden, you
Yikes.
come up from behind.
Or she's under a table or something. She can't get out, and you
Try to
come
put a
But
load
he
in.
assured us it was all consensual, and she loved it.
Uh-huh.
Right.
He is divorced, though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now we'll get to some more letters and the NFL draft from our sports correspondent Chick McGee. Do we have a song coming up, Pat?
Sure, yeah.
Cam Ward goes first last night to the Titans, as expected. Cam Ward, Travis Hunter trade to the Jaguars. He goes second. Then Abdul Carter goes third, and Shedeur Sanders still available out there.
Okay, good to know.
Big surprise.
This portion of the Bob and Tom Show brought to you by the Silac Insurance Company. As most of you know, the stock market has been lately maybe up and then down and then up and then down. And if you got, maybe you're thinking about your retirement and all those funds you've got. Well, how about doing something that will counter what we call volatility? That's the nice way of saying the roller coaster that is the stock market these days. How do you do that? We do it with something called an annuity. And the annuity experts, of course, the folks at the Silac Insurance Company. Annuities are designed to protect you when you retire so that you have a reliable source of income. And by the way, with an annuity, you don't have to worry about the stock market going up and down. And also, you can't outlive your money. So find out how they work by contacting the folks at Silac. They're the authorities on annuities. Some restrictions apply. See if you're eligible just by visiting silacins.com. Here's another way, by the way, to get hooked up and find it. Just get some information. Hit that pound sign on your phone and call pound 250. That's pound 250 and say the keywords lifetime income. Operators are standing by, as they say. Say lifetime income. Once again, it's pound 250. The keywords lifetime income. Just get some information. Also, you can go to bobandtom.com and find out about it. The Silac Insurance Company. Plan on it. Live on it. When we come back, NFL news. We have very unusual news from the world of hockey. I'm afraid Josh isn't here to enjoy that. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Month of May with a brand new beer.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. Friday starts the weekend. Woo! Or is it Fry-yay? Yeah, I know Tom likes that. Fry-yay.
Thank you, Captain Douchebag.
Woo-hoo! Okay.
Fry-yay.
That's right, I'm a captain.
Okay.
We're still in the letters segment, brought to you by Hyundai.
Oh, these are good. Love hearing from you. You can reach us, Bob and Tom, at bobandtom.com. Let's see, when we last left you, we had a letter about Christy being stuck in the mud and being assaulted by Kostaki Economopoulos. Mm-hmm. Now, Kostaki went to the NFL draft live and in person in Green Bay. And Jeffrey, you
still no response.
And how did you verbalize it in your text?
Eggplant, squirty, peach, you up.
Okay.
Question mark.
Boom.
I want to see what his experience was like.
I got a letter, Tom, real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Hi, this is Rick. In somewhere in southern Indiana, I saw an old Bob and Tom promotional picture. That's right. It's when Tom had luxurious hair.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
He says it's very disturbing. He looks a lot like the killer in Silence of the Lambs, and you do when you had hair.
There's one photo.
That's a good call.
Buffalo Bill, or
Yeah, there is one photo.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
No idea.
Am I wearing a fleshy vest?
Thank you.
Okay.
I don't. Not for that picture.
Skin
no.
jacket.
Let's see now. Oh, this is interesting. This is from Amy. After Tom's frequent spills, I think the show could use a new sponsor. How about Bounty the Quicker Picker-Upper, or Spray and Wash, or Scotch Guard. We'd love to have any one of those as the official non-spill proof. Oh, God.
What did we do before paper towels? Because I plainly remember there was a time we didn't have paper towels on a roll or anything like that.
Yeah, you just use dishcloths.
Yeah.
Yes.
My mama called it a rag. You got a rag over there?
Dish rag.
A dish rag.
Hillbilly.
Where do you stand on the microwaving the sponge controversy?
I don't have a sponge.
What?
I don't have a sponge. I never do. I have
I use a sponge.
I have a handheld scrubber.
I do too. I
With
like the scrubber.
You squirt the. You stand over your sink and you take the dish and put it into the scrubber and you go, oh.
Oh, that's nice. And then do you?
And then I put the scrubber in the dishwasher.
Scrubber. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then in the microwave?
No.
No.
It's
Weirdo.
plastic. It would burn. It would melt or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I put my sponges in the microwave and the dishwasher.
Why?
Of course you do.
You want to kill the spirochetes.
You wash your sponges?
It's all science.
In the dishwasher?
It's all science.
Yeah. This is a complicated letter. And I read this earlier this morning, and I ended up doing some homework because I wanted to verify this before I read it.
Yeah.
This comes to us from Robert. He goes, I was traveling to Toronto on business. I like to stop at comic book shops so I can bring something back for my son. It was my first time in Toronto. I was walking up and down Yonge Street, Yonge. I don't know how one pronounces it. I was looking for a comic book shop called The Hairy Tarantula.
Okay.
Now, I have Googled, there is a famous comic shop called The Hairy Tarantula.
And that sounds like a comic book shop.
Yeah. I was trying to find the place. I passed the same street corner several times, and then a very friendly young woman came up to me and asked with a smile if I was looking for some company. This
To shop for comics?
That is the most Canadian story I've ever heard.
Yeah. By the way, this is in the wake of me wondering how you know who a prostitute, which one.
Hey,
Anyway,
instead of like, hey, Joe, want to give it a go?
right. And by the way, Robert is from Tennessee. He goes, with my naive Midwestern thoughts, I thought, wow, Canadians really are polite. Yes, I said like a jackass. Once again, he goes, I'm looking for the hairy tarantula.
Oh, that's $40.
Oh, boy.
Precisely, because if only Josh were here to hear me say, that sounds like a sex move.
That's right.
Yes.
She backed away, did not say another word, and slowly walked away.
Oh.
Well, what a great story. But yeah, there is a place called the Hairy Tarantula with great comic books, I'm guessing. Thank you, Rob, for taking the time to write.
So can I ask what that has to do with microwaving sponges?
I don't know.
You were on that tangent.
Germ-free. Oh, I did. This is
you want to microwave your prostitute. Make sure all the germs are gone.
There is an argument about whether or not microwaving sponges is valid.
Don't you think it makes the microwave smell weird, though?
When was there an argument about it?
It was a thing in the New York Times. People were going back and forth.
New York Times.
Yeah. Because most people that read the New York Times are germ-free, as you know. Wait a minute.
No, they're just better.
Debt-free.
Okay. We have just so many letters. I got one more, and then we'll get on to sports. I know you're
No.
itching.
Read them up, baby.
This comes to us from Mr. H. Now, this may seem a little bit pretentious, but
is it sailing? Is it a dinner at a nice restaurant?
No. This comes to us from a gentleman who was on a vacation. He goes, we were snowboarding in Zermatt, Switzerland.
Oh, my God.
This past February.
Uh-huh.
Now, I am not a big fan of snowboarders, as you know, but...
You know a relatable topic when you hear it.
If you're in Zermatt, what the hell? That's awesome.
When in Zermatt.
He goes.
He listens to our show.
He goes, a buddy of mine who is a skier.
Uh-huh.
So I applaud him, certainly. And I slowed down after a friend of ours fell face down.
Whoops.
I heard him say, I'm going to have to adjust this. Damn. He went down faster than Andy Dick in a truck stop shower.
Poor Andy.
Andy really gets
a lot of.
He kind of deserves it.
Oh boy, does
Really?
he? No,
he's a dirt.
he has not stopped.
Yeah.
Every month. Is
Anyway, hey, cool. Skiing in Zermatt, Switzerland, even on the snowboarding.
or Switzerland.
Okay.
Man.
No. Do you want more letters or do you want to move on?
It's up to you. Looks like you got more letters.
Oh, I got a stack of them. My grandpa would talk about things that were hard to find. He'd say
Yeah.
wow, that's like trying to find a ground-up turd in a pepper shaker.
What?
What? I don't get that.
How would that
one.
be hard to find?
A ground-up turd in a pepper shaker? I would assume they're both dark.
I take it back. It's time for sports.
Thank you, Dave in Sun City.
We'll come back with sports and we'll talk about the NFL draft.
Thank you very much. Look forward to that. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show. Portions of the show brought to you by Champion Windows. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistant's assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Got a song, baby?
I'm ready to go.
You all set?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Okay. There's Jeff Hoskey.
Hello, sir.
He's over there for Josh Arnold, who says he's sick and has a fever.
Yeah, he's under the girlfriend. I mean, weather.
Oh. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts
You
studios.
mean prostitute.
Eating a pizza. Right?
You guys.
Just because he's not here doesn't mean we can stop insulting him.
Hey, it's time to go over the NFL draft from last night. Let's do it, Tom. Ready?
Yeah.
Cam Ward, number one pick of the draft of the Tennessee Titans.
Did you do your assignment?
Travis Hunter.
What was that?
Is he the only? Is he the only man who was drafted who also has the name of a car part?
Well, no. See, there was. Are we counting nicknames? Because there was a running back for Tampa Bay, Cadillac Williams.
Oh, I love that nickname.
He was, but that's not his given name.
No, but I will count that.
Tyrod Taylor is a quarterback.
I love that one.
Journeyman, Tyrod Taylor. But I think, remember we went over this one time, Jim Otto, OTTO.
My favorite, but still, my favorite.
Mercury Morris.
This is a radio show.
Mercury Morris works.
Absolutely works.
Yeah.
Dolphin.
Yeah. There's got to be a Ford out there, right?
Absolutely. Gerald Ford, of course, graduate.
Never
of
played in the
NFL.
NFL. Never played in
Well,
the
because he was
never
busy
played.
in the war. He was, of course, graduate of the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, Michigan, USA.
That's right. Good old Michigan.
And I actually saw President Ford in person
At a buffet, right?
Yeah.
I saw him lighting the Christmas tree in Beaver Creek, Colorado.
There you go.
Yes.
Maybe it was Vail, but the point is, he was at a buffet.
Didn't you go up to him and go, "Hey, Prez"?
No, some douchebag went, "Hey, Prez," I want to go punch the guy.
Hey, Prez.
Hey, Prez.
You
Yes.
wanted to go punch him.
No, not the president. You don't.
No, you did for Collins saying, "Hey, Prez." You're that much of an American.
See, I don't care who the president. I don't care what you're thinking. You have to have some respect for the president. Come on.
Of course.
Hey, Prez. That bugged me. But in any event, another great American. I'm sorry, back to you.
Well, and last night, of course, we can't have an NFL draft. Every year, it's the same story.
Okay.
Roger Goodell.
Gets booed.
What?
Lusty.
That's a lot of people.
I'm sure that bothers Roger Goodell when he gets into his full-size private jet with hot and cold running whores.
And this has been going on quite a while.
With the first pick in the 2016 NFL Draft. Good evening and welcome to the NFL Draft. Come on,
Jeez.
Philly, come on.
Philly.
Ooh.
There you
Come
go.
on, Philly.
And then,
Welcome, football fans, to the 2018 NFL Draft. Texas style.
boo.
Good evening, Nashville. Music City.
Good old Nashville.
2019 NFL Draft.
From Music City. You know, and they did a cool thing last night. I don't expect you to understand this, Tom, but the Green Bay Packers, the players, it's a tradition to borrow bicycles from kids in the neighborhood and ride from the facility over to the practice field on bikes. And they've been doing it since the Lombardi days. And so they thought it was necessary last night. Roger Goodell rode onto the stage on a bicycle.
Oh, cool.
And a bunch of the presenters actually came on the stage on a bike.
Do you think they're going to just start doing this from Vegas every year?
No, I used to think that, but no, I don't think so.
Do the cities have to pay to get this?
I don't know what the compensation is, but it's being people consider it an honor to host the NFL draft now. It's just like the Super Bowl.
And
in our lifetime, will it be in a foreign country?
I don't know, Tom.
No, here in Dubai.
Jesus.
Just saying.
Do you think they boo Goodell now just because everyone's done it?
Oh, it's a tradition.
Yeah, they don't really care. They don't really.
Well, it started from somewhere, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're a Green Bay resident, they had like 210,000 people there last night. That's the crowd estimate I saw. Of course, there are only like 107,000 people in the city of Green Bay. Local homeowners, though, took the opportunity to make some extra cash. They're renting their front yards to park cars.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're making your way into
Park and Pee?
Park and Pee, there's a sign, Park and Pee. $100 parking, easy in and out. $100 parking. $160 for parking, Tom.
Jeez.
Cash only. That's
Cash
funny.
only.
That's great.
$80. That's a bargain, man.
Now, do they do that during the regular season for
Cash
the games?
and Venmo. I would assume they do. Some of them do.
Your man
I
is
would guess.
Andy's a big Green Bay fan, right?
Oh yeah,
Does
that's
he-
why his son is there. My bonus son is there.
Does
right
he?
now.
Does he?
Lambeau?
Yep.
Do they do that for all the games?
I don't know. I could ask him.
People-
He's
people
been to
near
Lambeau, though, right?
Oh yeah, he's been.
Why don't you? Oh, he's on an airplane right now.
No, he's not. He just got to
He just got out of the brothel.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for that, Tom. Why don't you ever call me? I appreciate that. Yeah.
I know that the same thing is done in Indianapolis when the 500 comes around. A lot of the houses near there have, signs and park. And, makes sense. Makes it a lot of fun. Congratulations to Green Bay, and it continues today.
So, yep, today and I think through Sunday. 7 rounds, Tom. Is that enough? You rolled your eyes. And Shedeur Sanders still available for the second round. And here's Shedeur.
Shattered.
Trying to put some lipstick on this pig, as they say.
We all didn't expect this, of course, but I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible. I don't feel like this happened, for no reason. All this is, of course, fuel to the fire. And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't have happened. But we understand we're on the bigger and better things.
Bigger and better things, Tom. And I don't know if you got a chance to see Shedeur from the draft last night, but that's the necklace he chose to wear.
Oh, my God.
At least if he doesn't get drafted, it sounds like he can use his English degree.
Yeah.
To
further his.
Is he the one that you said had the horrible interview? And
Worst interview he'd ever. An unnamed NFL assistant coach said, he's entitled to, but he looks like a down to earth guy.
Tasteful jewelry.
Oh, that big thing around his neck looks like he's in the Oval Office. Have you seen the Oval Office?
Oh, they gilded
It's
it
all
up.
decked out in gold. Looks like the bathroom of a whorehouse in 1925.
Chet Holmgren scored all but one of his 24 points in the second half. The Thunder rally from a 29-point deficit. John Morant left the game with a hip injury. And the Thunder beat the Grizzlies 114-108 last night, take a 3-0 lead. The Knicks come back and beat the Pistons in Detroit 118-116. Brunson had 30 at Karl Anthony Towns. They call him the Big Cat. He had 31, and the Clippers beat Denver 117-83.
I'm sorry, what did Brunson do?
Jalen Brunson, who plays for the New York Knicks, he had 30 points.
Remember that old TV show? Then came
There we
Brunson.
go.
Okay. No, that's okay. We're not gonna.
You don't have any audio?
We're not gonna.
Okay.
Hockey, Toronto, Minnesota, St. Louis, and Florida win in the NHL playoffs. University of Southern California basketball recruit.
Oh, wait. You said St. Louis won?
Yeah.
Now we know where Josh is.
Oh.
Wait, yeah. Stayed up maybe to watch it.
Yeah.
That's probably. And speaking of hockey, Los Angeles Kings brought back. Do we have this fabulous audio?
I think we may have this. This is really odd, but I kind of enjoyed it in a way. It's something different.
Los Angeles Kings. You all heard what he just said, right?
Yeah, and they do park during the games at the
they do
near
that?
Lambeau.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Go ahead.
That makes
Los
sense.
Angeles Kings brought back the harmonica playing senior citizens.
Brought it back, huh?
Brought it back. It gone away?
Oh, it's the famous Koreatown Senior Citizens Harmonica
Class
Brigade.
There they are.
Yeah. Oh, there they are. Yeah, there. And you can see they're like 8. What is it? 8, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. They did a rendition of the national anthem.
And they're wearing.
They're wearing sweaters.
It says here.
Hockey sweaters.
It says here it caused a sensation before the playoff game last night. I'm sure we have.
We have some audio here.
Some audio.
Okay.
Here you go.
Yes.
Hurts.
There you go.
Oh, man.
See, you can see in the beginning.
Dear God.
In the beginning, sure, it sounds like the national anthem of North Korea, but
the harmonica class from the Koreatown Senior and Community Center returned last night. A second performance of the Star Spangled Banner after wearing traditional Korean garb for Game 1. They, of course, as we saw, had Kings jerseys on. Kings go on to win game 6-2.
So to me, that means now they're a good luck charm. I assume
Mhm.
they've got to bring them back now for their next home game. It's interesting that they're slight of build, Korean ladies.
Yes.
Older.
It's my understanding. I did a little bit of the
Breathing
math
in and
here.
out.
Their combined weight is still less than that of that guy from Blues Traveler. So he's
John Popper?
stout man, you know.
He lost.
He actually lost.
a lot
He
of
lost
weight,
a
but-
lot.
Yeah, but when they had the hits, he was fat.
Okay, it works.
Look,
Pre-Ozempic.
Bless his heart, he sat over there. I need a fat rock and roller. Christopher Cross. How about Christopher Cross?
No,
he's kind of chubby.
He's not a harmonica player.
Who?
Christopher Cross.
I bet he can play the harmonica.
But he's not known for.
John Popper had the vest
Yeah,
on.
he had the vest.
He used
with
to
all
walk
the
around like that
harmonicas.
all the
Yeah,
time.
of course.
They,
What other? Who
they
are they-
just sold his vest on Pawn Stars the other day.
They did.
Yeah, with the
original John
harmonica.
Popper
Yeah,
vest.
Really?
it only went for like $1,100.
Huh.
Well, I know. I thought I'd go for.
Was it a
more.
double XL?
That's depressing.
It was gigantic.
It was according to you,
But
it would have to
I
be.
think
It was
it
real
helped
fat.
Okay,
so
if you're trying to write a joke, admittedly, it was weak. If you're trying to write a joke about a fat harmonica player, everybody knows. Who do you have?
You got John Popper.
No,
yeah,
you
old John Popper.
Okay, the only
Yeah.
other harmonica player that is great that I know of is Magic Dick from the Jay Giles Band.
And we don't know him.
What about Charlie Musselwhite? He's great.
He's also
Stevie
dead.
Wonder's fantastic. But
Oh, Stevie Wonder can play.
He's getting kind of stout. Last picture I saw of Stevie looked like he can see the dinner table.
I thought you were going to say he looked like he ate his dog.
he's on a canned seafood diet.
We'll come back with a world record. And
And if anyone knows who the best harmonica players, who's the first call harmonica guy out there?
fat harmonica guy.
Yeah, we need a fat first call harmonica player that played on a song we've heard.
You could listen to harmonica on the Raycon earbuds, Tom.
You could. You know, one of the best harmonica solos, of course, is the uncredited John Sebastian on the Doors. Great. So no one
Which
cares.
song?
Okay.
I love it.
Roadhouse Blues.
Oh,
Yeah.
The everyday Raycon earbuds are a perfect gift, an interesting gift. She'll say, I would never thought of this on my own. Thank you, honey, for getting me. I would assume I've never had anything like that happen in my life. I bought my mother a gift, and she thanked me and called me honey or baby or anything like that. But it's not too late for you. And Raycon, the latest model, better than ever. 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, lets you pair with two devices at once. And Raycon has a quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery, and they come with active noise cancellation. And Raycon's everyday earbuds come in all the colors, and they have a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom to get 20% off site-wide. Raycon offering up to 20% off site-wide. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Correction. It appears Charlie Musselwhite's still with us.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah, and it says rock harmonica players. There are three of them posted: Paul Butterfield, Charlie Musselwhite, and John Popper. The only fat one is John Popper. Must be an old picture. I stand corrected. Coming up, Frank Caliendo and perhaps Edwin McCain. This is going to be very exciting. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Pat's ready with a song, Tom. Isn't that exciting? There's Jeff Oskey, Josh Arnold, sick and tired, but mostly sick. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
I'm manning the corrections department. I got something wrong here.
What'd you do?
Well, we were talking about the great NHL game in which the Koreatown Harmonica Retirement Home played the national anthem.
right?
You know, before this morning, I lived in a world where I was not aware of the harmonica club from Koreatown.
Well, I mean,
now that's all I think about.
Well, the crowd loved it. This is at the Los Angeles Kings game.
Yeah, but they loved it ironically.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
they're
were
not
just
going
being
to
sweet to these old ladies.
rush out and get their album.
Yeah.
Are they?
I just was checking number 3 on Spotify this morning.
Is that right?
The Koreatown Retirement Center National Anthem. Here's a taste of it for you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I got to tell you.
See, then the crowd gives them an assist.
I can't make out the tune until they start singing.
Yeah,
really
it's rough. I think it was just microphone placement.
Yeah,
They have a hard time.
Is that what
They have a
it
hard
was?
time breathing in and out. They're like 80 years old. These
Yeah, but I made the point that the 8 ladies up there collectively weigh less than that
John Popper,
the fat guy from Blues Traveler.
Right, right.
But then I find out he's not fat anymore.
No.
And then I was asking who the best harmonica player was in rock and blues, and you said Charlie Musselwhite. He's still alive.
That's
so.
stunning.
I'm sorry that I got that wrong. He's a great artist. So forgive me, Charles, that I got that wrong.
I forget which comedian it was, but somebody said Blues Traveler gives you more words per song than anybody else.
Oh, a lot of words.
A lot
They
of
fly at you.
A lot of words.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
We are visiting the sports page with Chick McGee, and we still are doing that. What's happening?
Contestants race through a Yorkshire village in the UK with heavy sacks of coal on their backs as part of the World Coal Carrying Championships. I assume you have something to do with this story, Tom.
Yes.
I just thought it was kind of fun.
Coal carrying.
Women carried 44-pound sacks of coal, while men had to carry 110-pound sacks of coal along a 0.68-mile course in Ossett. According to the Galthorpe Maypole Committee, GMC, the race has taken place every year since 1964.
Huh.
So I assumed that was going to end with every year since 1506. It sounds like one of those really old traditions. Yeah. This is post Beatles.
There are pubs. There are pubs in England that are older than the United States.
Yeah.
They're like 1,000 years old. I love that place.
Can you imagine carrying a bag of coal that weighs 110 pounds and running with it?
Yeah. You win a case of black lung. It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah. I
Or
bet you would.
a rupture and a hernia.
Rupture. I'm glad I grew alive during central heating, central air and heating.
Yeah, me too.
You go to this thing. This is where they recruit Santas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's they can carry a big heavy sack.
I worked and lived in West Virginia for quite a while, back in the late 70s, and they had a coal stove in the house, and there was just always this film of black coal dust on kind of everything.
Wow.
You had to keep your clothes in a drawer. It would get on your, it was.
Oh, well, yikes. Okay, well, is that sports?
Nope, it's not sports, Tom. You know damn good and well it's not sports.
World record.
A Greek dancer. Now, what's the difference between a Greek dancer and a regular dancer, Tom?
One's from Greece.
One's wrapped in a grape leaf.
Dances
your
from
thoughts?
behind.
I was going to say when you tap into when you cut in, you have to do it from the back.
I can't wait until I complete this sentence.
There we go.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
A Greek dancer has broken the Guinness World Record for the most wine glasses balanced on the head.
It is staggering.
How many?
10?
According to the Greek reporter, Dinos Kakantis balanced a total of 468 glasses on his head.
Whoa.
Smashing the previous record of 319.
Now, so I want you to imagine a tray about maybe 2.5 feet wide.
Yes.
A round tray, and there's obviously a couple dozen glasses on it.
And they just
and he
keep going
balances
up?
on his head, and then they put another tray on top of that,
Ah.
then another one on top of that. But in the beginning, when he just has the one tray in his head, he's grooving around and dancing, and they've got some lady singing, some kind of Greek music. And it's at a restaurant. You can tell the whole crowd's drunk, having a great time. Then they put a second tray on, and they're still going crazy, and he's still dancing around. And pretty soon it looks like he's got the Leaning Tower of Pisa on his head.
Is he still dancing?
Then here we go. Here you can see him here.
Oh,
We have it put up.
my.
Holy hell.
Yeah, it's crazy. So he has, it looks, the stack of trays of glasses is almost
2,
as tall
3,
as he
4,
is.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 trays? Whoa.
But when he gets to that point, he doesn't really dance as much. And then I'm not sure what it requires to get the record. They don't last long.
Yeah.
He does a couple moves and they hit the ground.
Were they acrylic or are they glass?
Sounded to me like they were glass.
Oh, okay.
They were in Cyprus.
Yeah, it was cool.
This is called in Cyprus the Dance of the Glasses.
Oh.
Or known in Greek talk, tis Zatsis Ochoros. A folk dance, a long-standing tradition in Cyprus, often seen at weddings and festive gatherings. It typically involves balancing stacks of drinking glasses on various parts of the body while moving to the rhythm of traditional music.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Be a good halftime show at an NBA game. Where they
don't mess with my NBA halftime show.
Okay.
The lady who has bowls. I like her. Throws the bowls on her head.
Throws the bowls.
Balances.
Oh.
Do you like the one
bowls
the one where the guy's got all the
There
suits?
we go.
Here's
Here
the
we
dancing
go.
Greek
Now
guy.
he's
Look at
dancing.
Is he doing that?
He's moving around. It's amazing.
He's got a movable
He's got a big
headpiece.
smile on his face. He's got a little bit of hip movement.
Oh, boy.
Uzo in his belly.
Yeah, and okay, now they got the big one where he's got the world record on his head.
He's drunk as a monkey.
He just not moving much.
I love grape leaves.
Look at that. He's having a great time.
He's barely moving.
But see, he's got, 360
No,
wine glasses?
400.
Oh, there they go.
Oh.
Son of a...
He was mad.
Yeah, but he got the
Well, he
world
got the
record.
record.
Yeah, it was nice. By the way, you know that when they do that, you have to say, how many was it again?
306. No.
Oh, 468.
468.
Well, that's a lot of saying Opa.
Uh-huh.
Opa.
You like the flaming cheese when they come out?
Oh. Wait a minute. It's Opa? I thought it was Oprah.
That'd be hard to balance.
Anything?
She's lost some weight now, so
There is a.
Oh, that's right. Just like John
on
Popper.
Greek TV, there is the Oprah Winfrey Show.
It's the Opa Ozempic show.
Oprah Winfrey is on Greek
Oprah
television.
Winfrey.
Nothing? Okay, sorry.
Opa wine glass.
If you're just joining us, hello. Thanks very much.
Hello.
If you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom program coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. We have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk, but right now we're talking with Chick McGee.
We're wrapping stuff up.
Oh, we're wrapping up our
That's
sports
right.
desk.
That wraps up day one of the NFL draft. And everybody, say it with me. Never forget.
Okay. Come on. Okay, welcome to the 2025 NFL Draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
See, they like that. They want to hear the name of their
part.
town.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay, very nice.
160 to park.
All right. We
Would you pay that?
Yeah.
For a
probably.
draft?
Yeah. If I'm there, want to park the car? Yeah. Why not? All right, you're going to go. You have a good time. You load up. You have some beer and
How
cheese.
long was it?
Last night, I don't know when it wrapped up. Probably around midnight or so. Yeah. It started at 8.
It's
8
outdoors,
Eastern.
right?
Eastern. Yeah.
Okay.
It had to be chilly, right?
Well, yeah, this time
A
of
little
year.
brisk.
All right. Well, we'll push
It
on
was
now.
in the 50s.
We
that's not bad.
We have Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening over there?
Are you more romantic on vacation?
Yep.
According to Talker research poll of 2,000
Wait a minute.
married people.
Wait a minute. What was your question?
Are you more romantic on vacation?
And you said what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
think
said
so.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Jeffrey,
I guess when you go from 0
to 60.
No. 0 to 1, it would seem like it would be technically more romantic.
I'll just survey the room. Jeffrey, when you refer to your lady as your lady.
Yeah.
When you go on a vacation, do things heat up in the romance department?
Yeah, we like it because I'm not ruining my own drapes.
Wow, you are all over the place.
Oh,
What is that joke where she goes crazy? I wipe it on the drapes. Remember that?
Oh, man.
Oh, man, that's a good joke.
Well, there's the shower curtain joke.
Shower curtain, I think it's the same.
You walk out, you're at a party, you walk out, you wait to the hostess. Hey, listen, you're out of toilet paper. You might want to get a new shower curtain.
God, that's gross.
Yes.
It's not romantic at all.
Yeah. We've gone from romance to poop stains.
That's great.
No, I think that's true. I think people on vacation.
Well, of course.
According to Talker Research poll of 2,000 married people on behalf of beach-bound vacations, more than 80% believe going on a romantic vacation with their partner can, quote, reignite the spark. Over 55% said they feel more connected to their partner while on vacation than at home. Here are the top romantic activities couples like to do on holiday.
Sexing. Oh.
Eat.
That's sexy to you?
Eat. Yeah, have sex and then
You
eat.
like food?
Oh, you have sex and then eat. You don't eat and then have sex.
Food on her body or chocolate sauce, stuff like that?
No.
No? Okay. You dip it in her belly button?
So wait a second. So what is the most romantic activity?
Watching the sunset together.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So you better be on the West Coast? Yeah.
No, you can watch the sunset lots of places.
No, not really killer sunsets.
Oh, the best sunset in America, North America,
is in Michigan.
in Michigan. Anybody who's ever been to Legs Inn and by Cross Village, Michigan, you're looking out over the beautiful. Oh, it's the sun sinking into. It's the best.
Head with a shovel.
Exploring a new place apparently is romantic.
Not for me.
That sounds fellas,
like the backside.
That is, a new place. If you're talking about the
No. I think
booty. No, but that was answered by a lady.
Was it?
I'd like to go walking. I've never been here before.
You know, the museum opens at 7:30.
Yes.
We can be there for 15 hours.
If we leave right now.
They have lots of old dented stuff that foreigners made.
Get me out of here.
You're not a museum guy.
No.
No.
Old dented stuff that foreigners made. That is the funniest thing you've ever said.
No, it depends. I would recommend the Rodin Museum in Paris.
Oh, my gosh.
Certainly.
I love museums. I read every card and yes.
Okay.
There's one somewhere in Florida, the Salvador Dali Museum.
Yeah, St. Petersburg. It's
really
beautiful.
good.
It's been there.
I love museums. It's just, again, if it's there's a time limit.
Okay, here's the we're back to romance on vacation. 40% said they find holding hands while going on a long walk romantic.
Wait a minute. How do you scroll your phone? If you're
I'm not a big hand holder.
Nah.
You're not?
No.
Really?
No.
Feels weird.
Why?
You know what? Hi, this is Andy. Christy likes to hold hands. Yeah. And all that. Every now and then I'll wake up in the middle of the night. Yeah. She's holding my hand.
You're just wondering, is that my pistol?
Just staring at me.
I'm going to swallow her hand.
All I have to do is
I put that in my mouth. No, not your finger, the pistol.
I reached out
taking
with my
myself
left
out.
hand. I got my hand on my gun. Right. Oh, go ahead.
60% of couples said they usually return from a trip feeling even more in love, but that the romance begins to fade about 6.5 days after coming back home.
This is an interesting stat. They say it's 6.5 days. It seems, I don't know, sort of precise.
That seventh day is terrible, I guess.
Yeah, 6 days, 12 hours, pretty much.
This is even more interesting. Women reported the spark fizzling out quicker than men after 5.6 days of returning home, while men reportedly feeling the love 7.9 days after.
Really?
Yeah.
Because she's having to wash all the vacation clothes.
Well, there's that.
She's back into her job.
Yep.
You don't wash your own clothes?
I do. Well, I wash all of our clothes.
Oh, there you
I do
go.
all the laundry in my house.
You do?
Yeah.
Your kids are old enough to do their own laundry?
Yeah. All of our kids are old enough to do a lot of stuff they don't do.
Wait a minute. Ain't that the truth? Hey, wait a second. You just turned into me. That's
you love doing laundry, don't you?
I have laundry in right now.
I can't believe this. I'm telling you, I put a load in. I dumped a load in before I got in the car this morning.
I can't leave the house if there are dirty dishes or minimal amounts of dirty laundry.
Basket of laundry.
But when I get home from vacation, I like to instantly unpack and immediately start doing laundry.
That's exactly how Andy is. I will leave a suitcase packed for weeks.
No.
Yes.
No.
Put it in the closet, deal with it later.
Nope.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I never would have guessed that about you.
Oh, yeah, I do not. But Andy, the minute we're home, he's got laundry.
And
It's
I'm
just
sure
like
you do,
that.
Jeffrey, because, I mean, you've got to get all that out-of-state marijuana put away.
Oh, hilarious.
Isn't that funny?
I'm kidding. Oh,
You have to hide all that legal marijuana.
Jeff is a teetotaler.
Yeah.
Texas tea. I know. I'm sorry.
You know, the opinion you have of us is even more frightening than I could ever imagine, isn't it?
Well, sadly, he saw one of us in the wild, and it was not good. So I'm just imagine what his head's spinning about with all of
Who
us
did you
now.
see in the wild?
Well, we'll talk about it.
Coming up, Christy, what have you got over there?
Coming up, something new from McDonald's. We have a couple of missing car stories. And don't take your cocaine to the Magic Kingdom. And
Yeah.
That sounds like a song.
Hey, man, where's Mickey?
Don't
Where's
take
Mickey?
your
I want to see
cocaine.
Mickey, man.
to
Magic
Kingdom.
And then my favorite headline today, well, I don't want to say
Bigger
it
than
is.
the harmonica people at the hockey game?
It is, I learned a new word, and it makes me so happy.
Really?
Yes.
Is this dealing with the animal?
Yes, it's an animal. It's and it's real.
Well,
and
don't
it's,
give it away.
It's
No,
it
don't.
just makes me smile. I saw this
Wow.
story and I just saw the headline. Went, whatever this is, we're going to talk about it. And that's coming up. I'll assure you that we're having a lot of fun, and so are you. Right?
Yeah, there's something different about the show that's making us really have a great time.
Coming up, the great Frank Caliendo and Edwin McCain. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
It's part sports.
We have football on the brain.
Part pop culture.
Dennis Leary. True or false? You refuse to wear a glove with Mickey Mantle's signature on it for the movie The Sandlot.
The Red Sox blood, the Bruins blood, they run deep.
Add in the best celebrity interviews.
Robert De Niro here on The Rich Eisen Show. How are you, sir?
Just got over a 24-hour virus.
The antidote is to appear on The Rich Eisen Show.
There you go. I would have just done it earlier.
And you've got the Rich Eisen Show podcast.
There is a medicinal quality to appearing on this program.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Q95 brew.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Maybe a song this time, huh?
A song.
Yeah.
Tom,
do
you
have a
ready
song.
for a song from Pat? There's
Yeah, but I have an inquiry first.
Jeff Oskey. I'm Chick. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Yes, Tom.
Coming up, we'll get a special report from Jeffrey Oskey, also Frank Caliendo, and perhaps Edwin McCain with a special update on his work on The Masked Singer. Pat, yesterday off the air you were talking about this. You were going to actually cook something.
I did.
In a slow cooker.
Slow cooker.
How did it go?
Went pretty good.
He made it sound like he's summiting Everest. It
Followed all of
It's unbelievable.
It was a stew.
Yeah.
I got the chunks of beef. I even peeled the carrots. I peeled the. He doesn't like onions. I peeled the potatoes.
Yeah.
Put them all in at the right, all the right spices and everything. I made one minor mistake. I didn't really know. I put the slow cooker on just warm at first.
Yeah.
And then I finally put it on high, like Jeff told me to. I had limited time.
Yeah.
4 hours. I come back, boom, hot stew, delicious. Jimmy loved it. Hawaiian rolls, a little butter. Little ice cream after
Nice
the meal.
going,
Put some
Dad.
beef stock in there. Some
Yeah. You put
okay.
2 cups of the beef stock,
All right, good.
a tablespoon of the tomato paste,
Yes.
a little Worcestershire sauce in there,
Very good, very
salt
good.
and
Good
pepper.
job.
Believe
So
it
this is
or
going to
not.
be your new go-to?
Oh yeah,
Once a week?
He loved it.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
You'll
very
have
good.
that bottle of Worcestershire sauce for the next 12 years.
Yes.
There's
What else
no
is it
other
you-
need for it.
What else is it used for?
I used it on cube steaks as a kid. That was one of my favorite meals. Did anybody else have to eat cube steaks as a kid? Yeah, I think
There was a survey, and that was the thing that people had in their refrigerator the longest.
Worcestershire.
Yeah. You get one of those, and you keep it for a long time.
Well, they put that paper around it so you can't tell how much you have either. That pisses me
You ever
off.
make a burger and sprinkle Worcestershire as you're grilling
Yeah,
it?
I did.
I use it
Worcestershire
in my
sauce right on there.
Nice.
I use it in my burger recipe.
Nice. Well, so before we get to Pat's song, speaking of food, McDonald's, they're stepping up. Have you heard about this?
Okay.
It's permanent. It's going to happen.
The McDonald's menu is adding McCrispy strips. They will be released alongside the all-new creamy dill or chill dip. Chill Dip, a combo that
Chili.
McDonald's. Oh, I guess that is an I. It looks like two L's. Chili Dip, a combo that McDonald's says is here to stay. The popular treat available at all participating restaurants nationwide by May 5th.
So it's called the McCrispy.
McCrispy strips.
Doesn't that? Am I the only one that thinks that sounds like some big fat rapper?
McCrispy. Yeah.
Hey, man, you heard the new song from McCrispy?
I think so.
Oh, we still don't have an update on the much anticipated return of the snack wrap either.
Actually, MC Crispy would be.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
A little closer. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but also when it's strips, so it also sounds like that could be a verb. Tell you what, that
he strips at the end.
That McCrispy, she takes it off, man.
Ooh, I'd watch that.
The McCrispy, 100% white meat coated with crispy golden brown breading and bursting with a bold new black pepper flavor. And the creamy chili dip is a savory, sweet and tangy sauce that, according to McDonald's, unlocks the full strips experience.
So, in other words, instead of being chicken nuggets, these are chicken fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
pretty much.
I guess the McFinger sounds too much like a sex move.
Yeah, that definitely sounds
Yeah.
like a sex
Or
move.
sounds like the day that the McFinger, the day that Ronald McDonald got pissed and quit.
Yeah.
And then he gave me the McFinger and stormed off.
I'd like the
stormed out of the store.
I'd like the number 2 McFinger meal, please.
You know that had to come up when they were
of course.
deciding what to do here.
Up there in what is it, Oak Park, somewhere in Illinois.
McCrispy. I bet they're delicious. Now that also sounds like something your husband could say, Christy.
What, McCrispy?
Hey, how about you, McCrispy strips for me?
I think he's trying to get to our vacation story so you can play a song.
Is he
Yeah.
trying?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
How about the vacation?
When you're on vacation, you were saying off the air you like to play the Gypsy Rose Lee song and slowly take your clothes off. Or maybe I just imagined
Maybe
that.
you are
Okay,
imagining
sorry.
that.
So explain why he's playing this song, Christy.
Because we did have a story, if you're just joining us, about a survey of 2,000 married people on behalf of beach-bound vacations that said more than 80% believe they, when they take a romantic vacation with their partner, it reignites the spark.
Yeah.
And that they fall in love all over again, but it quickly fizzles out. Romance begins to fade after about 6.5 days when coming back home, which I find kind of funny, but yeah.
Part of it is you're not, typically if you're on vacation, you're not working.
Right. You have time to spend together. You're not doing household chores. You're not chasing after dogs.
And
cleaning.
ideally, you're not spending the entire day antique shopping.
Don't like antique shopping, and you don't like going to museums.
No, I
what
like-
do you
I-
do on vacation?
Yeah, what do you do?
I
bet
don't
you
like
go-
laying in the sun.
You go out and walk a lot by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sleep
I bet-
a little bit.
That's
I bet you
romantic.
do. Yeah.
By yourself.
No, we'll go with everybody. I mean,
We go with every. When was the last time just you and
When do you
her went
sneak
on a
away
vacation
for-
together?
Well, no, we did it last time. You'll recall we went to Alice Beach in Florida, and some kid stole one of my kids' bikes,
Yeah, but
and I chased him. God, it was great.
Was it romantic?
that wasn't romantic.
Yes, it was because when it came out, I was like Superman.
That's true.
I found the bike. Oh, Kelly was very impressed.
Was she?
Well,
Actually, the answer is no.
Oh, she's probably mad at you for doing
But
it.
I was thinking this is the most masculine thing I've done in 30 years.
Yeah, but did it make you horny?
No, I just said it was kind of a macho
What makes you horny on vacation?
chasing the kids. It doesn't take much.
Finally, the truth.
All right.
Now,
so you chased a man down on a bike.
no
a kid.
Kid.
He chased a kid
And
down on a bike.
Come to find out, it's probably an inside job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, there's this place in Alice Beach. They rent bikes.
Yeah.
So we rented bikes for everybody, and we came out the next morning, and a couple of the bikes were gone.
Okay.
And the bikes are marked with a code, and it's anyway. So I was grabbing a coffee later that day, and I saw one of our bikes, and I walked up to this because I think that's my bike, and they jumped on the bikes and took off. Well, I took off after him.
On your bike or
Yeah.
on foot?
On my bike. I had a bike. I rented a bike too. Oh, it was great.
So
And
you,
so we're
you-
whipping,
Oh my
and
gosh.
they keep looking over their shoulder because they know they're going to get caught. And then they go
Crap beat out of 'em.
yeah. But then they went into some locked up condo complex. But I talked my way in, and Yeah,
I talked my way
That's
in.
so impressive.
And then we got the bike, took it back to the place.
They were like, "That's not your bike."
Yeah, that one was ours, but the other one, I figured, well, since I at least got 'em, I got one of them, they're going to give me some credit here. They didn't. It's a long story. Sorry.
You had to pay for the bike?
I had to buy the one bike. Yeah.
What is it? $300 or something, right?
Yeah.
Inside job. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that's
get
a
the-
way
got
to
a
make
scam
money.
going.
Yeah. Then they bring the bike back and they're up $300.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The old bike scam.
Yeah, is that what they do? Okay. I'm sorry. So, Pat, your song is about romance?
What we were talking about an hour ago, the Love on Vacation.
Okay.
There's one particular reason why it's so good.
All right.
We're on vacation for a week-long stay, and we're not gonna leave the room today. Walk around nude, pound my pecs, get down and dirty and have hotel sex. Oh, hotel sex is the best. Do not disturb, we're having hotel sex. Oh, we'll trash the place, make a mess at night. Handcuffs, whipped cream, and broken lights. Oh, the maid'll be so perplexed. Wet spots, broken beds, hotel sex. Put the damages on my Amex. No moleste, por favor, we're having hotel sex. Getting down and dirty with that hotel sex is the best. Chop, chop, chop.
No moleste, por favor. How do they know what's going on in my room? Thank you very much, Pat. Yeah, see, I returned both the stolen bikes. One of them was stolen, wasn't even mine. I thought they'd give me credit for it.
Right.
You know, we're even now. No.
Well, no, you stole someone else's rental.
No, that was another stolen bike.
Oh, okay.
So we found two bikes. They'd both been stolen. So I got ripped off. They owe me a bike.
Somebody owes you something.
Yeah. Thank you very much. What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have your favorite story today. It involves an animal that we cannot say the name of because it will ruin the story. We have a stolen car. We have a forgotten car. We have Jell-O shots. We have cocaine at Magic Kingdom. We have a lot.
We have Frank Caliendo and Edwin McCain coming back up. Right now, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios with you. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the Silac Insurance News Desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Hi, sir.
I almost said Josh. I am Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Hello, Tom. I hear we have a special guest.
Oh, we're getting the satellite in place. Then we're going to hook up with someone is in his car. I'm not sure who that is. I thought we were going to hook up with Frank Caliendo, but it's some guy in a car. Who is that?
No, I'm doing Mel Kiper Jr. I taking a look at everything that was going on with the NFL draft last night. I can't believe that Shedeur Sanders wasn't taken number 1, number 3, number 5. Went all the way. He's going to get it in the second round. This guy's as good as Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. We got all these guys that weren't drafted high enough, and I think Shedeur Sanders is the next Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, and you'd be hard pressed to tell me otherwise.
Thank you very much. It's Frank Caliendo, ladies and gentlemen. And Frank you're in Milwaukee. You're inside an automobile right now. Are you driving?
Yeah, no, I'm stopped.
Okay.
I'm legal. Yeah, no. But I've got a bunch of different TV and stuff I'm doing here in the Milwaukee area, and I bought a new mount for a car, and I thought I'd use it. I thought that was the best situation. So apparently you're not fond of it, but that's okay.
Well, that's great.
It looks like a scene from On the Waterfront.
I like it.
Yeah. So where is the camera mounted?
It's a suction cup. And then it's on the windshield, and it's pretty good. Unfortunately, there's like a shadow. I was trying to do my hair up for the Mel Kiper Jr. thing, but yeah. I mean, I even brought a wet towel to wet it down, so it would be better.
Oh, that's nice. That's good. Yeah. Oh, that's good now.
Much better.
Oh, that's good.
There you go.
Cool. Tremendous job drying off all around everybody else. Now everything in the car is going to be wet. Nice job. Frank Caliendo trying to do something good for the show, make it popular, and at the end of the day, doesn't look very good at all.
Oh, that's terrific. Well, Chick watched most of the NFL draft last night.
Every minute. I love it. I look forward to it every year. I really do.
Were you excited about your pick? You guys, the Commanders. You got a
offensive lineman, Josh Connerly from Oregon. Yeah, he's one of the best tackles out there. Yeah, we're very excited.
Yeah, one of the speediest guys. Tremendous speed. On the 40, 167. All the information you don't need. Shorter arms, inability to. If he wants to give you a hug, he's gonna have a tough time grabbing around you. He's not gonna be able to give you a hug. He's not a guy with a wingspan that's twice as long as his body.
What about his motor, Mel? Doesn't he have a good motor?
Tremendous motor. I mean, this is a guy. A lot of times they said, "Is he going to have the motor?" But he showed at the combine afterward in the meetings that he's going to have the ability to go at full speed 100% of the time. And a lot of guys say that's not what Josh Connerly is going to be able to do. No, he's not going to be able to do it. But I believe that at the end of the day, you take a look at. That's the funny thing is, if I start getting more animated as Mel Kiper, it starts to become more like I can't believe Shedeur Sanders wasn't taken. He was so upset that Shedeur Sanders, he was buying in to the Shedeur Sanders thing where he was going to be a top pick. And he kept sliding down. Mel was getting mad at every team in the NFL to the point where I think I'm going to be done with the draft. I can't believe that this is happening. This is over. You can't not draft Shedeur Sanders.
Now, what would John Gruden say about the situation?
I'll tell you what, first of all, I'd take off these glasses, man. Shedeur Sanders did a nice job, but Jackson Dart, man, he went down there. That's where they thought Shedeur Sanders was going to go. And I tell you what, man, I'm ready to do some more unboxing. I want to unbox some stuff. I want to unbox the draft. He's unboxing everything, and he's wearing T-shirts for. He's doing brand deals for T-shirts while he's opening other things with other brands. I've never seen so many people. He's doing commercials inside of commercials. That's what Gruden's doing. He's got a brand deal for box cutters now. Somebody sent him. I'm doing Mel Kiper Jr. I'm not even trying to do it. He's doing a deal for box cutters. I was watching the other day. I'm getting so animated. Gruden was opening up a new box because he gets those big boxes of things from different teams. He's like, look at these box cutters, man. This is going to make this situation a whole lot better for me. Tremendous box cutters. You just saved me about 5 minutes because he's so amazed when he opens the box. And then he puts everything on. You're like, oh, look at this. This is a nice little shirt I got here. And then he's walking around with a football helmet, a shirt, and a hockey stick. I think he mixed up boxes.
We're talking with Frank Caliendo. By the way, Frank Caliendo, Appleton, Wisconsin, tonight and tomorrow at the famous Skyline Comedy Club. And then you're going to be in Milwaukee coming up on Sunday, Minneapolis, April 29th through the 30th. Lots of other great stops on the way. Des Moines, Toledo, Pittsburgh, Philly, Washington, D.C., and Lawton, Oklahoma. I know you got Willie G working with you at a bunch of these shows. And do we have Al coming too?
Al is in Des Moines. Al picks up us in Milwaukee on Sunday. So Willie's with me and Patrick Keene, who was on the show a couple weeks ago. Or a week ago.
And by the way, Patrick is great. He's terrific.
Fantastic.
So
yes. I can't even remember what the day is since Shedeur Sanders wasn't drafted.
Now, so we got if John Madden watching in heaven?
Yeah, I was looking down and I thought, hey, Shedeur Sanders. I mean, his dad was a good player, and you got a guy like Deion Sanders, and then you got a guy Shedeur Sanders. And you think at the end of the day, you thought he was going to get drafted, and he wasn't, Mel. That's what I'm trying to say. I said he tried to get drafted. He got drafted. You got to put the glasses on to get 100% now. 100%. 100%. So that's. Where you were going mad, and then Frank was trying to figure out where he was. He accidentally stepped on the gas of the car when he was doing that. He was in park, or boom. Frank would have had to pay. Frank would have used the insurance he bought with the rental car.
So I'm trying to picture this. So you got this camera phone mounted on the dashboard. If you were trying to drive it, is it in blocking your vision?
Yes, right in the way, and that's you could take it off, so it's not like it's stuck there for good. But
which would make sense, Tom. You're not going to leave it there.
No, I'm just wondering if he could be doing this driving if he's late for his next appointment with his next radio show.
But I think you could move it wherever, and you could have it going as long as you're not looking into the camera, which I would have a problem with my vanity.
I have one last question, Frank. I know you have to go here. It's my understanding that the President of the United States spent the entire evening watching the draft.
Well, I did, and it was very good, very good. A lot of people are saying it's probably the best draft we've ever seen, and they're saying that because at the beginning they mentioned me, they said me, and then they said the Bears still suck, and that was a
That's right. Yeah, they did say that.
huge
Yeah.
deal. It was probably the best deal, and people had ever said. And I'm in the Beast right now, the greatest car ever designed, and it's only second to the Pope Mobile.
That's right. We could do Mel Kiper Jr. getting the next Pope. You got to light the torch. You got to see if the smoke clears. What happens in the end of the day? We're going to find a Pope, and you'd be hard pressed to tell me otherwise.
And we got to. The Pope has to have his motor running. That would be the key. Frank Caliendo, don't miss it, on tour, and you can go to. Is it Frank? Is it Frank Caliendo Live? What do you?
Well, FrankOnStage.com.
Oh, that's the
And
one.
Tonight,
Okay.
tonight is Appleton with Willie G. Milwaukee and Minneapolis are sold out already. Des Moines, Iowa on next Thursday. Toledo's down the road, Lawton, Oklahoma. FrankOnStage.com for all those tickets.
Frank, you're the best. It's such a great pleasure. Thank you so much.
Great job by you.
Yeah,
Better job by me. Rack me iron.
Rome.
Safe out there.
Thank you. Hang it up. God, that guy's funny. Jeez. So good. Now, where were we? We don't have time for Christy right now.
That's okay. I'll be back when you come.
We'll
on.
be back.
We'll be here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll always be here.
And then
Always here
at
for
least give me the
Yeah.
teaser.
Coming up, we have a zebra kind of thing in the news. We have
That's, by the way, my favorite story of the morning is coming up.
alcoholic Jello. I'm assuming it's Jello shots.
Oh, Jello shots. Yeah.
Yeah. And would you jump
would.
out of a plane? We've talked about this before.
There was a time, but not
We
now.
have a 90-year-old who did.
Nope. Well, good for him.
He's better than
We'll
you.
find out about all these things. And Edwin McCain will be our special guest.
He's so much better than me. We'll be back with more news stories about people that are better than me. Coming right up. Tom.
Wow. It's going to be a long show.
Boy, oh, boy. Oh,
I didn't mean it that way.
We're going to have to part 2 Monday. And we're just starting.
You think the draft is long?
Oh, my gosh.
The Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by BetterHelp. Let's just get right to some numbers here. BetterHelp, of course, is all about mental health and about feeling good about yourself, working on yourself, and doing it in a more elegant way, if you will, an easier way to access therapy. And let's talk numbers here. The traditional in-person therapy can run you between $100 an hour up to $250 and more. BetterHelp, you can save a lot of money because it's going to be significantly less expensive. Find out the details at BetterHelp.com/BT Show. And once again, BetterHelp is about accessing the therapy online. You fill out a questionnaire, you'll be hooked up with one of some 30,000 qualified, licensed therapists. They have a lot of different specialties, and they can work on which one is going to be best for you. You can switch therapists, by the way, anytime. No additional fees are involved. Therapy, not a luxury. It's something that can be extraordinarily helpful. And when done online, it's a lot more convenient. That's how this is done. You can have the camera on or the camera off. You can have it like a Zoom call or a phone call. You can even make it texting back and forth. What works for you, where it works for you. Get all the details. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Learn to set some boundaries in your life. Perhaps you're working on your marriage, whatever it might be. Therapy can certainly be useful. Once again, it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. The BT Show knocks 10% off your first month. Edwin McCain on the way and more. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the Silax Insurance News Desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Jess Hooker's here.
Hi.
What's going on? You got a stitch? You got a
Do
scratch?
you have your...
my suntan bed goggles?
Oh, my God.
I meant to mention that to Tom, and I didn't know.
Attached to his keys?
Attached to his keys.
Yeah, well, don't break
like a
them.
girl in the 90s.
That's right.
You're going to a suntan bed?
Well, every now and then.
It looks fantastic.
Get a little color.
Vitamin
now, do they
D.
give you the Laetrile for your cancer when you go to one of those?
In moderation.
That anything's
No,
fine in
this is
moderation.
what we're making
Tom.
fun of,
Yeah,
Tom.
the fact he's carrying that.
That they're on here.
Well, they
They're
do
on the
charge you
keychain.
if you go. I know. I go
Oh, no, it's like
occasionally.
$5. You go to
They charge you for the
Of course I do.
goggles?
Oh, sure they
I don't
do.
put it on my
Yeah.
keychain.
Oh, you go to? I've seen that place, Melanomas. That's
Right
a great place.
I wanted to mention this for like a week, and I keep forgetting because I knew he would go into orbit.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I was using the self-tanner,
Mm-hmm.
which I also like, but I didn't know which you would
There's none available left. Trump's got it all.
find more objectionable. Well, I'd like to think I do it a little less noticeable than
Yes.
that. But, yeah.
You use a different product. I don't know what
Would
he
you ever
uses.
think of? No, you can't. You're very fair skinned.
No, I can't get near the sun.
See, I'm
But you could use a self-tanner.
I would never do that.
I'm olive.
You have a nice complexion.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a very normal
Yeah.
white complexion.
Extraordinarily clown white.
Yes, I think
That was a compliment.
Yes, I think the word normality in white somewhat problematic. Whatever your thing is, it's okay with me. I have a question for you, Miss Hooker.
Yes.
I was mocked recently.
No.
Godwin is standing in the hallway, and I look down. I say, "Oh, you've got some loafers on."
Loafers.
Loafers.
What do you call those shoes?
They're slip-ons.
Who calls them loafers anymore?
No, they're Vans slip-ons.
They're Vans.
Loafers are.
Is the term loafers not used anymore?
If you have a penny in them.
Yes, I think that it's used for leather loafers,
Right.
right?
Leather, yeah.
slip-ons.
Leather
Yes.
ones,
Yeah.
yeah.
Leather
you call
loafers.
those, so you just call those slip-ons.
Yeah, slip-on
Those are a
tennis
young
shoes.
man's shoes, my friend.
I know they're young
Okay.
man's shoes. They make me feel young. That's why I wear
We
them.
don't.
I got them too, Pat.
I
Yeah,
look
he's
great.
got
I'm
Vans.
hey, it's a young man's
Let's see.
world. Look at that.
But you have the tie-on Vans, not the slip-on
We don't
Vans.
have the time enough to say. You use loafers, slacks, Davenport. What else do you say? That
Chiffonnier.
Chiffonnier.
I remember in high school wanting penny loafers.
Oh, we had them, yeah.
And going to the store, and they're like, "Here's the brand," and it was Nunn Bush.
Oh, yeah.
and
yeah.
I laughed for hours.
Yeah.
I'm like, "There's no way they named a shoe that."
Yeah.
Yeah,
can't.
none bush.
How do they spell
They're
it?
good shoes.
N-U-N, isn't
Oh,
it?
even-
N-U-N-N.
Oh, and that brand Priest
Oh, yeah.
pubes.
3 N's.
Yeah, that was a cheaper.
Especially
knockoff.
since you were a Catholic boy.
Oh
going
yeah,
to Catholic school.
I
Yeah.
couldn't look my teacher in the eye for a week.
Not really.
Priest pubes.
The Bass Weegens are back. They're
They are,
big right
yeah.
now. That's the new
Oh, really?
trendy shoe.
What is
What was
that?
it? It was the East something. That was the brand that we had. The
Oh, Eastland?
Eastland.
Yeah.
That
What
was
is
the,
a Basswegian?
Bass Weegen is the penny loafer you're familiar with.
Yeah.
No.
They've been around
The
forever.
one I'm familiar with are topsiders.
The Bass shoe
Let's be
company.
real.
No, seriously, there
You
were
probably
people that
have
wore
penny
penny
Yeah,
loafers.
Bass Weegen was
back
You
in
and
the day.
Chad and
Yeah.
Tyler
Muffy.
and Muffy.
Biffy.
You would all sit around in your Bass Weegens and
Judging
We
us.
couldn't
talk about
afford
the-
You're
them
going to be
when
glad I just
They're
uncovered
expensive.
one of my suitcases from the move. I've found some of my old shoes. I'll be
Is that right?
bringing those back.
Well, that's
Very
exciting.
excited.
We
Oh,
are all,
like which ones?
we got
Don't
kind
even-
of tired of the ski boots
Yeah.
that you were wearing.
A
I'm
leather.
gonna miss those.
I like the kinky boots.
Yeah, I like the red shoelaces.
They grew on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought another pair of them. So.
Okay.
Oh, did they
Same-
come?
Same exact brand? Same exact style, I mean?
yeah.
Are these the ones
Wait,
that
wait,
you got
wait.
knockoff?
No, they're the same.
Oh, okay.
Did they come?
Yes, they did.
And are they real?
Yes, I bought 3 pair. 2 of them came. One of them was a fake.
Yeah.
And I had to get a new credit card.
Okay.
Oh, I'm totally serious.
You know, I've lucked out on
Oh,
that.
I know.
And me and shoes. So I do that like search and hunt and find,
Yeah,
and I
right.
have not had to.
You haven't been scammed
a
yet?
credit card compromised, and I've gotten what I think are real.
No, I got scammed.
Real items.
I bought another pair of them, and then they never.
If I
came.
find a pair I like, though, I'll get a second pair. Absolutely.
Yeah, they don't make them anymore, so I wanted to buy a second pair,
they
and I found them.
don't.
Tom, they don't make them no more.
They don't make them no more.
They don't make them no more.
So you don't call them gym shoe loafers?
Gym shoe loafers?
That's what you would wear in gym class?
No. But I mean,
Oh.
I've always called athletic shoes gym shoes.
Gym shoes or
Sneaks.
sneakers.
Or tennis shoes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not sneakers. But the current parlance, sneakers is correct. Is that right?
Sneakers.
Yeah.
But those are slip-ons.
Yeah.
Vans,
And then they're-
very cool.
they're loafers.
Young person
They're
shoes.
not loafers.
There are sneakers, and then there are sneaker boots.
What?
They're sneaker like they're three-quarter height sneaker boots, and those can be any color. Like they can be leather.
Okay, this is getting way too
Yeah, this
complicated.
is a Tommy Bahama shirt, and I have Tommy G jeans on.
Oh,
I got
boy,
your
oh,
Very
boy.
nice.
jeans.
Nice.
The Van website calls them slip-ons.
My
Yeah.
Okay.
Are your socks yellow?
Yeah, I made a mistake with the socks. It was
Yeah,
dark.
you did.
Yeah, it was dark this morning.
Did you get married? Did you get married? Did you get? Did you stay at her house last night? Is that what happened?
No. During the week, it's strictly my house. I got to go to bed at a certain time to do this job well.
Did you say well? Okay.
Well, go ahead.
Go ahead. Got a song?
Sure, I got a song. You got a story?
I don't know.
Well, actually, I want to do this. I want to do this next door. All I saw was the headline, and the story really kind of goes nowhere. But I love this story, this word so much. Go ahead, Christy.
Zebra donkey hybrid disrupts traffic in Jackson County.
Zebra donkey hybrid.
Yep, donkey zebra.
You know what they call that?
What?
A zonkey, right?
Zadonk.
I thought it was called a dezonkazonk.
It's called a zadonk.
No, see, wait a minute.
That's a donkey with a big ass.
Wait a minute now. You got to slow down here because there are two different ones. One is a Z-donk, and the other is a zonkey. You're correct.
I could have sworn it was zonkey.
No, but it's different. She'll explain. It's in the story.
Parentage? Okay.
Yes.
A Michigan resident's home security camera captured footage of the unusual escaped animal on the loose. A Z-donk or a zadonk, a hybrid of a zebra and a donkey.
It's got to be Z-donk.
Z-donk.
It's a zebra donkey.
Zonkey's the way to go, man.
Blackman
Zonkey
Leone.
sounds like a slur someone yelled at Tom before. Hey, you zonkey.
Oh, look at that entitled zonkey. Get the hell out. Oh.
Well, then it would be Zionki, wouldn't it?
Zionki?
Yeah, if it's zebra, Zionki. If it's Z-donk, never mind.
How about a zabonki?
This animal was apparently blocking traffic. Police arrived to find the Z-donk or Zadonk, a hybrid with a donkey father and a zebra mother.
Okay.
Not to be confused with a zonkey, which is a zebra father and a donkey mother.
Oh,
got it?
Boy, all this
Isn't that great?
intersexual.
A Z-donk.
It should be up to the states.
The Z-donk run loose in Michigan and was escaped from a farm.
And let me tell you something. These zonkies can use the bathroom whenever they want.
Okay.
Okay.
Doesn't Z-donk sound like the nickname of some guy in the frat? Hey, Z-donk's bringing the beer.
Z-donk! 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 Z-donk!
Yeah.
The Z-donk was corralled, not injured during its time on the loose.
Not too far from Jackson, Michigan.
There it is.
Jeez, he had to get that in.
Dang.
What is with you?
Nothing to do with the story.
We're sailing right along, and you throw out the anchor of Michigan.
Now,
Clang.
a bazonk-donk is a really nice ass and a zebra put together, you see.
There you go, ass and zebra.
You got the big ass.
I don't.
That makes me do that.
I don't see you commenting on anyone's ass.
Never.
Okay. Never.
Now,
never.
You like a nice ass?
When you
No, he
combine
doesn't.
a monkey,
He likes an ass like a cat house.
when you combine a
little cat.
monkey with a zebra, you get a Z-monk.
A monkey and a zebra can't mate.
No.
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't.
They're like little midget referees.
I don't think we can say that.
Little striped.
I'm certain we can't
To a
say
short person.
Can't say midget.
Well, what about midget racing?
Oh, Tom.
Well, that's referring to the car, not
Right.
the people driving it.
Open wheel race car,
If you combine a monkey and a zebra, there's no people involved. I mean, who's going to mark? Who's offended by that?
I don't know, but somehow you can make it offensive.
Yeah.
I don't like
Calm down, you zonkey.
Zonky.
I think we have pictures of Zonky. There he is.
Adorable. That's
Look
a
how
huge
cute
head.
he is. He's got little zebra legs on him.
Huge head.
Look at that.
That is the cutest little critter.
I guess that's a little girl Zonky, huh?
Aw.
No hang down.
You can't see his.
Now, is that
Can't see its vagina.
Jason? Is that a Z-donk or a zonkey? That's a
The
zonky. Okay.
What's a Z-donk look like? Do we have a picture?
I couldn't. I tried. That's a good question, and I could not find one. I looked.
You know, Z-donk girl, female zonkies have what?
This is vagina.
Vagina.
Don't go down vulgar road with this.
Okay.
Let's go
I'll give
literary
you a
instead.
pick.
You know, if you combine a donkey and a coyote,
Oh, boy.
you get a donkey.
dead donkey.
You get a
Donkey-ote.
A donkey-ote.
That's a fine
There's a
job.
picture of one next to a windmill.
That's a fine
Anybody read any books?
That's a fine
Maybe,
joke.
maybe the Cliff Notes.
What about a conky?
A conky?
What would that be?
What did you? I thought you said something with a C. What was it?
Coyote.
Coyote.
A coyote and a donkey would be a Don.
Coyote.
That's not the
Don
joke.
What
Quixote.
would a hyena and a donkey be?
Whatever.
A honky.
Oh, no.
Christy,
Let's
you were
stop this
talking
game.
coyotes earlier.
Yes.
Apparently, Howard on Twitter said coyote hunting in Kentucky is open year-round with no bag limit, and hunters may use various methods, including hunting and trapping and painting a fake tunnel into the side of a mountain.
That always works.
I may have added that last
Oh,
one.
okay.
That's great. If you're just joining us, hey, hello, thanks very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We're coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Now, do you have a story that will relate to a Pat Godwin song?
I don't know. What do you have?
You want to go with County Cork and the guy that what happened with the car?
Well, this is a great story.
Yeah, okay. I can do that one.
County
Now,
car.
Before you do that, I'll play something that's kind of a teaser for this story. This is a recording from the day before a big Grateful Dead concert. We went out to the campground.
Oh,
where there were a bunch of Deadheads for like a 3-day stint with the Dead, and we were walking around, and Ed Johnsonat, wonderful guy, he recorded This Is an Actual Deadhead.
Well, you talk about losing things. I actually lost a car on tour one time.
How did this happen?
Well, I guess I was having so much fun at one show that I forgot I had my own car. And about 3 shows down the road, these friends of mine asked me, "Hey, Raj, where's your car?" Because I got my jacket in your car. And I said, "Oh, I did have a car, didn't I?" So it's probably sitting wherever it was that I abandoned it. But I was having a lot of fun, and car's a small sacrifice if I get into shows.
You see what happens when you take too much LSD, kids?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, back to you. But this story reminded me of that.
Yeah, and I can see why, because a man in Ireland lost his car recently for nearly 3 weeks after forgetting where he parked for a bachelor party.
I'm surprised this hasn't happened to me. I do this constantly.
Mr.
Forgetting
Kieran.
where I park.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Kieran reports he drove to Cork, Ireland, parked somewhere near the city centre, had a great time at the bachelor party, but when it was time to go home, he could not remember where he parked. After 19 days of searching, talking to authorities.
Yeah, by the way, that night, he and his buddy drove around for 6 hours trying to find the car, and then they kept looking.
And checking impound lots. Kieran hoped local radio listeners might be able to help him find his car.
Hey, good border.
According to the Irish Independent, within minutes of his plea going on the air, a local lady by the name of Susan McGuire spotted Kieran's car. So I guess he found it.
No, the first thing when I heard this wouldn't this be a great movie?
Kind of boring, just looking for a car.
They made this movie, Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, is that what? I never saw that movie.
Title.
Well, I was thinking of a Hallmark movie.
Oh, okay.
Where this is
that's sweet.
this is the
Yeah.
meet cute where he meets.
Oh, he meets Susan.
He meets Susan. What's her name?
Yeah.
McGuire.
I heard you on the radio.
Yeah.
And
when you were here before, you were poor. Now you're rich, and I love you. Yeah.
No.
A Hallmark movie.
Don't you remember we met that night at the bachelor party and you gave me your car?
Oh, that is.
And she was the stripper.
Yeah.
I danced for you. Yeah.
Right?
We've been to one of those bachelor parties, Tom. One of the guests left with a stripper.
Well, I don't want to know about that.
There was a hard-boiled egg at one point.
Yep.
That's when I left.
Thank God they didn't make egg salad. Oh.
Oh, when you take a piss, hit the wall and miss. Maybe it's time to go home. Spill a full beer down a girl's brassiere. Maybe it's time to go home. When you're driving with a Kennedy and see a bridge on down the road. Maybe it's time, maybe it's time, maybe it's time to go home. When the bar's still spinning and the crowd is thinning, maybe it's time to go home. It's starting to get light and there's no one to fight. Maybe it's time to go home. When you wake up in a different city or end up at P. Diddy's. Oh, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to go home. You've been knocking them back down at the pub since early this morning. You were drunk at noon and you puked at 5. Well, maybe that's a warning. When you're dancing with a girl whose real name's Earl, maybe it's time to go home. When your BAC is .33, maybe it's time to go home. When you're thrown out of a bar and it takes 3 days to find your car, maybe it's time, maybe it's time, maybe it's time to go home. Hey!
Isn't, as a general rule, if one goes to a bachelor party, you take an Uber?
I would hope.
Nowadays, for sure.
Yeah.
Or they get the party buses.
Yeah, well, the new thing, one of my sons is, in fact, both of them are at that age where it's constant bachelor parties.
All the time,
and they're all out of town.
Yep.
They're
That's
all-
the new thing.
Destination bachelor party.
Yeah.
Bachelor.
Most often Nashville for some
Bachelorette
reason.
and a bachelor.
Yeah.
Nashville is a big one for us.
Yeah, is that from the movie? Is that where that whole thing started?
Probably.
But yeah, that's what's happening. In any event,
we
take an
saw
Uber.
some interesting things at Bachelor. Remember the guy having one of those foot-long subways?
Okay, we need
on
to
the
take a
toilet.
break.
He was eating a big sandwich on the toilet.
We need to take a break.
At a bachelor party?
Yeah.
We may have
He had the
something
door
special
open,
coming up.
and he made sure everybody saw him as he was eating the sandwich.
Coming up, we're going to talk with Edwin McCain, but right now I want to remind you, Mother's Day is just around the corner. Of course, don't blow this one, fellas. Steven Singer is going to help you out. Steven Singer from Steven Singer Jewelers. You find him at IHateStevenSinger.com. And it's all about flowers for Mother's Day, but not flowers that wilt after a couple of days. How about the all-new Blue Moon Rose? This is a limited edition 24-karat gold-dipped rose. It's called the Blue Moon. It's for this Mother's Day. We were talking with Steven Singer last week, and he was saying they're not going to restock these. So when they're done and when they're out, they are out. And they ran out last year pretty early, so I'd get on it today. If you want to give one of those moms in your life the rose, I also highly recommend the At Last bracelet. That's another great gift available exclusively at IHateStevenSinger.com. The Blue Moon Rose, again, it's a real rose dipped in 24-karat gold. It's kind of a green. What would you describe that color?
Oh, like a teal turquoise blue. Yeah.
And you can
It
grab one of
sparkles,
those for your mom. It has a beautiful box that it comes in and a great card telling your mom how much you love her. And there's so many moms in your life. Think about that, so you can get more than one. Once again, it's IHateStevenSinger.com. The shipping, always free. You're always going to be happy with the Steven Singer guarantee. And don't forget to check out the jewelry. Fellas, you can score a big, big home run for that mom in your life. You know, the one that you kiss all the time that sleeps in the same bed as you. You know.
I hope it's your wife.
Well, yeah, the mother of the children. You know what I'm talking
okay.
about, of course. IHateStevenSinger.com for all the details. Tell Steven we said hi. Say hi to his dog, Buddy. Coming up, Edwin McCain. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jeff Oskey, Jess Hooker, Christy Lee, Pat Godwin. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom. We've got a special guest.
I think we're going to hook up the satellite. I'm hoping. There he is. Look how handsome that guy is. I said comedian Edwin McCain. Why did I do that? It's the great singer and songwriter Edwin McCain. Edwin, good morning, sir.
I don't think I've ever been called a special treat, Tom. I feel so good right now. Oh my God.
So I had never watched the television show The Masked Singer, but then when I found out that you were exposed, I watched the episode yesterday afternoon.
You were exposed. There's got to be a better way to say it.
Wait, I'm sorry.
My special treat was exposed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I guess you were revealed. Is that the word?
I was revealed as Nessie.
And you were in a gigantic costume as Nessie. Can you give us the background? How did this all happen?
My manager called and said, "Hey, do you want to do The Masked Singer?" And I was like, "Absolutely, we have to do that." I mean, why? How could you not do that? I mean, it's an adventure. What an adventure! I mean, I will say this: I have a newfound total respect for professional sports mascots.
Yeah,
I bet.
Holy moly! I was in that suit for 4 minutes at a time, and it was 175,000 degrees in there.
So are they sneaking you around so no one sees you? How do they prevent the judges from knowing?
So you have to wear a hoodie and a visor and a balaclava and gloves and you have the hoodie that you have says "Don't talk to me." You're not allowed to talk. So they keep everybody really sequestered, and you don't have any clue who anybody else is. It's really professionally run, and I had to keep the secret this whole time, which is not easy for me to do. It was a lot of fun.
In the interview, you said that some of your kids knew you were doing it. What was it again now?
So my daughter knew. I told her because she can keep a secret that I didn't really tell my sons because I have one son that's just a total blabber. He's been narking on me since he could talk.
Oh, that's great. Now, so how many songs did you have to sing?
It was 5, I think. Let's see. Yeah, it was 5 songs, and I think the only one that I picked was Roxanne by the Police, and the rest of them they suggested, and I did. It's a challenge. That one song, Stargazing, I practiced singing that song while I was on a treadmill for like a week or before I did it because I was running around in the dinosaur costume, and so I was like, I'm gonna be wheezing trying to sing this song, and so I trained for it. This is the most training I've ever done in my career to sing.
Well, it has to be tough, and you really are singing it live. At first, I thought it was lip syncing, but you're actually doing it right there,
Singing it live. So the costume had like a screen that didn't show up on camera, but right where my face is was like a screen with a bunch of little holes, and so I'd stick the microphone up to that and just sing as loud as I possibly could, and it worked. It was cool.
And for those that didn't see it, it's a gigantic, like dinosaur type costume. It's the Loch Ness
Monster.
Yeah,
Loch Ness Monster.
Your voice sounded great.
Mm-hmm.
With a tail.
Yeah.
And how long do you have to? You were saying how hot it was. You had sweat dripping down your back. How long at a time did you have to be in that thing?
So there was a couple of times when you'd be in it for an hour or so in a row, but then they would stick fans up into the screen and blow air into you. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever done. I can tell you that.
Yeah, and you're famous for a number of really beautiful songs. And then I just can't imagine you singing "I'll Be" wearing a dinosaur suit. It takes some of the charm out of it.
I didn't have it on my bingo card at all that I'd be sitting up there serenading Jenny McCarthy in my dinosaur suit on national television. I honestly wish this life of mine is so ridiculous. I'm gonna write a book one day. It's just I mean, who knows?
Yeah, you have to. I mean, of all the guests we've had in here, there's a couple stories you told me off the air that I can't tell. I've been retelling a lot. I'll get one of them involves. Well, never mind. I'm not going to give it away. Edwin McCain is our guest. Edwin is a terrific singer and songwriter, and also I always want to say comedian because he's such a funny guy. Now you're out on tour a little bit this summer, off and on. What's going on?
We're going to be on tour with Train all summer and also doing our own headlining shows. We're just out here painting the Golden Gate Bridge. And as soon as we're done, we'll start all over again.
All right.
Okay. Well,
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Is there a prize, like a monetary prize for winning The Masked Singer? I've never watched the show either until you were on.
Yeah, I mean, they pay you for your appearance, and then there's like a bonus if you win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry. I was talking smack through the pipe and drape. I was trying to get everybody off their game.
But now, do you know who the other contestants are?
I don't have a single clue. I feel like I have to be the oldest participant. I had to have been, right? I mean, clearly everybody else is in their 20s and 30s. So.
Well, I want to say Terry Bradshaw was on one time.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. Then Terry elbowed it out for us.
There you go.
Well, Edwin, this summer, can you swing by in the bus sometime? I notice you've got a bunch of dates hovering all around the country, all kinds of spots. So we would expect you to stop by and bring your guitar. We'd love to hear from you. I can tell you this. It looks like you're in Council Bluffs coming up May 3rd. The 5th you're in Minneapolis. Then Las Vegas coming up on May 9th. That'll be cool.
Doing a thing with Bret Michaels. But hey, man, it's no big deal. I'll drive up there Monday if you want.
I'd love to have you.
Anytime.
He loves to drive.
And on a serious note, Edwin's live shows are just brilliant. So if you ever get a chance to see Mr. McCain, he is terrific on stage. And a lot of shows you say with Train?
Yeah, we're doing a whole summer tour with Train. My goal from now until my career is over, I want to be the greatest support act on the big tours as I can possibly be, because the big tours have catering. It's so amazing. They got plenty of parking and catering.
There you go.
And you got your new project. Is it fully out and available now?
It's out and available on all the streaming platforms. You can even get it on vinyl and CD.
Wow.
Lucky.
It's called Lucky, and it's Mr. Edwin McCain. Thanks so much, Edwin. Congratulations.
Yes.
And we hope to see you in the flesh soon with your bus.
Definitely.
All right. Thanks.
See
Thanks
ya.
so much
Bye.
for the time.
See ya.
Oh, that guy's the best.
Yep.
He is so funny. And just a terrific guy. Drives his own bus
Yeah.
because he just likes to.
He loves to drive. Yeah.
He is so down to earth. What a great pleasure that is. Now, we're not quite done. We have a lot to get to today. So don't you go anywhere.
No.
We're having such a good time. And I'm still trying to find a picture. I'm still trying to find a picture of a Z-Donk. Once again, you've got your Zonkey and you've got your Z-Donk.
You think it'll be that noticeable?
I don't know.
The difference? Or
I mean, they've gone to the time and trouble to
make the difference. Yeah.
Now, I know nothing about animal husbandry,
Yeah.
much like human husbandry.
Do you remember that one Jerry Springer where the guy was married to the horse? Remember that?
Oh.
He lived in a trailer.
I assume that a Z-Donk is probably infertile, do you think?
I would think, yeah.
Is that a mule? I don't know. We'll find out.
I don't know either.
We'll work on this. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the Silac Insurance Desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Jess Hooker's here.
Hi.
There's Jeff Oskey.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man. He's over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
This may cause some groaning.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What?
Well, I was looking over. I was trying to be a little more prepared for today's show.
Why would that
Hey,
be?
what are you laughing at?
Yeah.
Why should today be any different?
And there's no way you can be less prepared. But go ahead.
I was looking at today in history.
Uh-huh.
Because, today's an important day. It's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Jan.
Happy birthday, Janny.
See, now you were. What about your brothers? When were they born? Were they in April as well?
We're the only two in April. One of my sons was born in April, Willie.
But your mom and dad were knocking it out. When would that be? September?
Yeah. Right around there.
August?
I'll have to check the videos.
Get up here and take your medicine.
The point is, did I mention this is going to cause some groaning?
I put a baby in you. Oh.
Okay. We can just get this out of the way right now, I guess, if you'd like to do our little history tour.
Sure.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Time now for Today in History, April 25th. Almost done with April and 25. Tom, can you believe it?
Okay, no one's allowed to help.
Oh, well, here, Tom. Go ahead.
Okay, I've got to see if I have any money. Wait a minute.
What are we betting?
I got $5.
Okay.
Right there. See it?
Okay.
I'm betting that Ms. Hooker will not get this right. But
This
if she
is always
does,
fun.
I
She
know,
does.
right?
Oh, man.
I love this game. How dumb is Jess?
Yeah. Oh, he does it to all of us, Jess. Don't
I
feel
was
left
hoping
out.
he would say you and not me.
Yeah.
So
it's not a matter of dumb.
Okay.
There's a difference between ignorant and stupid.
Oh, or it's a difference between the fact I was born in 1981
Generation.
and you
Yeah.
talk
No.
about things that happened in the
No,
30s.
no, this happened in 1874.
Oh, so technically the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. What is the first name of this gent? He is responsible for what we're doing. Last name is Marconi.
Oh, that is.
I'm not sure anybody can get this.
Very Italian.
Yes, it is.
Chick knows it. I know it.
There's a silent letter. Yours cheating. I see.
No, I know
He
what
has
you're
horrible handwriting, so it's hard to
Drew,
tell.
do you know what it is?
Guglia?
That's close.
Guglielmo?
Guglielmo. It's I don't know how you pronounce
Guglielmo.
it.
Guglielmo.
I
assume the second G is silent. It's probably like Guglielmo.
Yeah.
Or Guglielmo. Who knows?
Walk in the hallway and read the 15 of them that are out there.
He doesn't have his first name on there, though. I don't think so. I think it just says Marconi.
Oh, this show has been lucky enough to win some Marconi awards.
Yes, we have.
Lucky, that's right. Yeah.
He's considered to be the great-great-grandfather of sexting.
Really?
Yeah. Really? Even though he didn't invent
maybe the
anything
second
involved.
cousin of sexting. Not.
He invented radio. So,
Thank you, Mr. Marconi.
the first. Oh, Chick knows the first word spoken on the radio.
Oh, yeah. Good morning. How's everybody today? Traffic and weather together coming up on the 10.
Yeah, right, babies.
Yeah.
We're gonna do that countdown coming up.
You're gonna get the lead out.
Let's see. That's the the famous the MEGOT, where you get the Marconi. Now you got to go for an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar,
Tony.
Yeah,
Tony,
right.
Tony Marconi.
Happy birthday, Edward R. Murrow.
Eddie.
Currently being portrayed on Broadway.
Yes.
By Clooney.
By George Clooney.
Oh, that's cool.
And you said we were going to go see that play.
Dyed his hair.
And you haven't.
By the way, it's not getting great reviews.
Oh,
The play or his hair?
I was going to say
Both.
his hair does not look good.
His wife doesn't like it. I know that.
No
I know
thanks.
that the movie David Strathairn, I think that's how you say his name, was pretty damn good in the movie.
The movie's great.
So I don't know.
It's called A Good Night and Good Luck.
But Clooney was in the movie, but he played the producer for Murrow, not Murrow.
Not me. Yeah. Now, the groaning can begin now.
Oh.
Pat, you might want to get your guitar out. You know where this is going?
I do
No,
not.
we have to.
Well, it's
Once again, why do you guys meet in the morning and talk
I swear
about?
to God, if it's Ella Fitzgerald's birthday.
Happy birthday, Ella.
Oh, come on! Blow this place up.
Ella Fitzgerald, the great jazz singer.
I love it. I can't get enough.
If she were still alive, she'd be 108 today.
Louis Armstrong's horn.
Oh, my goodness.
Hi-yo.
God.
The great Ella Fitzgerald.
Can we do people that are alive's birthdays?
Hey, look, she won The Voice in 1934, so don't you go
What about
knocking
the
her.
Masked Singer? Did she ever do that?
A tisket, a tasket. Let us see your basket.
Well, that's a song I could never hear again.
Yeah, right.
First of all, you know what I hate about that song?
What?
Tell me.
What's a tisket?
Tisket a tasket?
I don't know what it is.
It rhymes?
It must.
Yeah.
It must mean something like a.
No, it's
Tisket, a
bad
tasket.
writing.
It was the name of a.
Well, what's a
If you
tasket?
can't think of a rhyme, you
No,
make
what's
stuff
a
up.
tasket? She's right. What is that?
A tasket is
Same deal.
no, it's a tall casket.
Yeah.
A tasket.
Oh, it's a standing up tasket.
That's right.
Some
Casket.
religions, you get buried
You get buried
standing.
standing.
That's called a
And
You got to dig down 13, 14 feet.
What is the meaning of
And
it?
a tisket is a tiny pet casket. I don't know.
A tisket, a tasket. Is it a green and yellow or brown and yellow basket?
Brown.
It's brown. It's
brown and yellow, right?
Tisket task, a brown and yellow basket. I sent a letter to my mommy on the way I lost.
Oh, okay, great. But we're not going to sing that song.
A basket means hymen.
Nice. Now we have the birthday of Ella Fitzgerald. Pat, please, by request.
Yeah.
It sits down below like the ship we all know. The rectum of Ella Fitzgerald. She'd scat when she sang and her bottom would bang.
Clang.
A disaster when the winds would come early.
Oh, the winds.
I like that. The Fitzgerald family emailed me, said stop singing about poor Ella's rectum. I said I'll do my best, but Tom has a request, and it's very hard to reject him.
Oh!
A doctor had said would always turn his head when performing her colon procedure. There's polyps in corn and Louis Armstrong's horn, the rectum of Ella Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
Our sincere apologies to the late, great Gordon Lightfoot.
And to Ella Fitzgerald.
Well, yeah, she's dead.
She can go piss up a rope.
Okay. Thank you very much. Now, while we're at it, I guess I should cover some other stuff.
Some people that are alive birthdays?
Jason Lee.
Oh, I like him.
Fine actor.
Mhm.
Is he the guy that was the skateboarder?
Yeah, professional skateboarder.
Yeah, my name is Earl.
Yeah. He's
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, I like her. You don't, a chick. Renee Zellweger.
No, scrunchy face girl.
Love.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Oh, yeah.
There's a whole
She's-
new face.
Yeah, she's
Oh, well.
flattened out.
Unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flattened out and
Last time I saw her,
tightened up.
she's like,
No, not that at all.
no sunglasses. I love it, Colin Firth.
The great actor Hank Azaria.
Oh, yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
And let's
Homa, your beer tab's late.
see. That's too boring.
All right.
Oh, Al Pacino, born in 1940.
Hoo-ha.
Scent of a woman. Here we go again.
Big ass. No, that's from Heat, where he's supposed to
right,
be
yeah.
addicted to cocaine, but they don't put it in the movie, so that's why. Give me all you got. That's why he yells during the movie.
And
He said he was-
this reminds me of something. It's Sigmund Freud opened his practice in Vienna on this date in 1886, but it reminded me of something. Do you remember the story we had earlier in the week about the guy in the dog suit?
Yeah.
This guy,
The guy in Japan who has a dog. He has a.
It's a
missed
real.
it.
He
It's
has-
a real mental.
if you
illness.
if you saw a picture of this, you'd say, "Oh, that's a picture of a Malamute, whatever
Malamute.
whatever it is.
Yeah. Malamute.
It looks like a dog. It's a guy in a suit.
And for $300, you can wear your
But he-
own Malamute suit. It's like a zoo for people.
But he considers himself. I'm not making this
Mm-hmm.
up. This guy considers himself a dog,
Yeah.
Oh.
and he parades around in this thing all the time. And
Okay.
yeah, so I mean, obviously he has some psychological issues.
Right.
But I was reading about this guy, and he went to a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And the problem was the psychiatrist wouldn't let him get up on the couch.
That's a fine joke. I'm sorry, but that's just funny.
I was just thinking about
Chick, just give me a look.
Why did Sigmund Freud ever have a son? Lloyd? Why?
Lloyd Freud.
Lloyd Freud. Why wouldn't they name him Lloyd?
And he could have a band, Lloyd Freud and the Boys.
Lloyd Freud. the
I'd
boy.
go see those guys.
Whenever you see the name Lloyd, do you always go Lloyd? That's
L-
what it,
Lloyd?
My mom
There's two
dated.
L's.
Yeah, my mom dated a guy named Lloyd, and we called him Lloyd
Lloyd.
all the time.
Like La Llama.
Did he,
Yeah.
I was going to say, does Lloyd have a little llama?
No, he was a douchebag. But
Okay.
that's it.
Isn't there that guy Doug Llewellyn?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
has
Two L's.
Well, there was a lady on the radio when Pat La Llama, and her name was spelled L-A, Llama. Pat La Llama. It wasn't llama, it was La Llama.
What was
She had
the
to-
what was that guy I just mentioned? What show?
Doug Llewellyn? Wasn't he on Entertainment Tonight or one of those shows?
People's Court.
Yeah,
People's
People's
Court.
Court.
Yeah.
The hallway.
Yeah.
He was
In the hallway, yeah.
Wasn't he the producer?
I don't know.
Well, he's rich if he is.
Maybe.
I think he's yeah. And then there was a porno star named after him, Doug Llewellyn Dowd.
Oh,
Well, you're on fire.
He was in a movie with Lloyd Freud. Yeah. Around the World with My Mom.
Okay,
See, because Freud,
This
everything's
is
your mom.
This is
Oh.
funny. I've been bowling a lot with my girls lately.
Oh, isn't it fun?
You bowl with the bumpers?
Of course.
Yeah, they do.
You do too.
Do you have to use the thing that you set the ball on and it rolls
No,
down?
I'm not.
Well, your
I
arm
bet-
doesn't
'Cause you're
work.
not
Not a bad
good.
right wing.
I bet you do.
I primarily sit and watch.
Okay. Let's get to the truth.
It's not really
Go get
bowling.
them, girls.
1947, Harry Truman opened the first White House bowling alley. It was later closed by Eisenhower, but didn't Nixon put it back in?
Somebody did,
I
right?
think he did. And
Well, what was it before Nixon put it back in? That's the question.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to.
I bet it was a swinging bachelor pad when John was there.
Was there always a pool?
That's what I bet.
Well, Kennedy had the pool.
I know.
Oh, he must have put a
boy,
pool.
he had the
We
pool.
need a
all right.
bowling alley here. We've got room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
We got a
putt-putt.
we got a putting green. Yeah, why don't we
and
have
we
a bowling alley?
have we have table tennis in the back. We just need to move the
Oh,
table
yeah.
up here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now and then finally, I'm sorry. The Hubble Space Telescope was placed in orbit in 1990. Now, of course, the new one is the
I want to
James Webb Telescope, and then they've got another new one going.
If
up
it
there.
ever
what's that one
returns,
called?
What now?
What's the new one called?
The Jack Webb Telescope.
What's that about?
Well, it's really cool because you can you can see dirty hippies back on Earth.
I know when the
All
Hubble
good things come in threes.
when the Hubble gets done in space, it's going to bring it back there. They're going to put it in a bubble, so you can
Yes.
go see the
Hubble bubble.
Hubble bubble.
Oh, that's gonna be
Yeah,
trouble.
well,
No, that's gonna
That's
be
a
trouble.
good gum.
Hubble bubble and Lloyd Freud. I'm killing it
no.
over here today.
Bazooka, much
doing
better than
something.
Double Bubble.
See, they
Oh,
wouldn't
yeah?
let him on the couch because he's dressed like a dog.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Tell me more.
Simply Safe. That's right. We trust Simply Safe here at the Bob and Tom Studios unless some guy breaks in thinks he's a dog. No, stay outside. Simply Safe. Millions of Americans enjoy the new standard in home security, and this is key, greater peace of mind every time they arm their system. Simply Safe has Active Guard outdoor protection that prevents break-ins even before they start. AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents. If someone's lurking around your property acting suspicious, agents see and talk to them in real time, can turn on spotlights, and even call the police all before that lurker has a chance to get inside your home and touch your stuff. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees. Monitoring plans start at around $1 a day, and there is a 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Visit simplysafetom.com to get the offers of all-time offers. 50% off a new system with Simply Safe, and included is a professional monitoring plan, and your first month is free. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Patty G, coming up, we're going to have a song because we've got some interesting stuff in the news, including skydiving. And if we have time, a really interesting story about something that I've really suspected for a long time, which is when you rent that Airbnb, are there cameras on that place? We're going to find out. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the Silac Insurance News Desk, it's Christy Lee.
Howdy.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, chick.
Jess Hooker's here.
Hi.
She's enjoying a Java House beverage. What do you got going there?
I have Ted's famous white peach green tea.
Oh, that's a good one.
It is a good one.
Holy heck, white peach green tea from Java House. What do you think, Tom?
Well, over here, me, it's black tea. You know that.
Black tea.
For yours.
For your belly.
Yeah, all right, a little bit of black tea. Thank you very much. You ever had anybody say that? Well, I never.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure. Of course.
You know, some.
That's in my mind. That's very much an old lady.
Yeah.
saying.
Old Southern lady.
My goodness, I never.
I bet you never. I can tell by looking at you. There isn't a guy. There isn't a guy out there that's that drunk.
I'm guessing
Well,
it's grown
Okay.
shut. Am I right?
Yeah. Survey says we have Miss Jess Hooker here with us. I wanted to ask you something. We were talking about this earlier. I don't know if you heard it. But I guess the question technically is, in your refrigerator, and you're a very fine cook, what food product has been in there the longest?
Oh.
Or I guess what anything has been. I suppose it could be, soda, baking soda, whatever.
Right. Yeah, there's that. Probably pickle brine, I would say, because when I run out of pickles, I just put more cucumbers in the pickle brine and reuse it.
So it's like a constant stew?
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
Is that safe?
We're not sick yet, so
There you go.
far so good.
Well,
So you have to. I want to say skin the cucumbers. That's not right, but peel the cucumbers so that.
No, I don't. I
you can
just
get
I
in?
cut them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I cut them, but that's
all right.
it. Yeah.
We're not sick yet. I love that.
She's out a whole week.
I was.
So maybe you're...
I bet.
Yeah, you were out a whole week.
No, what you're talking about.
It was not pickle related.
I was in my 30s when I realized that cucumbers were pickles and vice versa.
Yeah.
Had no idea.
That's fair.
And don't even get me started on raisins and grapes.
Or the
What
Wizard
about
of Oz.
prunes and plums?
I got no idea what you're doing with that.
That makes sense.
No idea.
Have you guys have heard about paprika and what's going on the internet right now? People-
Paprika?
Paprika?
No.
Yeah. So do you guys know what paprika is?
Sure.
It's kind of an orangey.
It's a seasoning for chili, I
yeah,
guess.
but do you know where it comes from?
No.
It's dried red bell pepper. That's all.
Okay.
That's all it is.
All
yeah.
right.
And everybody thought it was something a little more exotic or spicy.
I
but
have
it's actually
Hungarian smoked paprika.
not. Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Okay.
What?
Yeah, Hungarian smoked paprika.
Yeah. So what you put on your deviled eggs?
I don't do deviled eggs, but I use it on other things.
What's the oldest thing in your refrigerator, Christy?
My Worcestershire sauce. We've talked about
Oh
that.
yeah. That's for sure.
I wonder how Dahmer would answer that question.
Ooh.
I got a left hand from.
Oldest thing in there, I'd probably be Ben.
It is kind of eye-opening when you move. You probably noticed that.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
when you
yeah.
clean out your refrigerator to move to another refrigerator, and you're like, I've had this for how long? Yeah.
What is
Throw
this
out a
stuff?
lot of stuff.
Well, it's time now for us to switch gears because we're going to put up the satellite. And from there he is from Parts Unknown. It's Jeff Oskey.
He looks very official.
Thank you very much.
Wow.
I take this job seriously, chick.
I bet you do.
I'm
yeah.
at the Failed to Mention News Desk. We
Yes,
give
sir.
you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Here's Jeff Oskey with Failed to Mention News.
Coach Bill Belichick has released a new book. What you failed to mention, luckily it was a picture book so his girlfriend could read along.
Right off the bat.
She's young. She's hot.
Yeah, she's very young.
A male employee at Sheetz was sexually harassed by another male customer while preparing the morning coffee. What you failed to mention, take that behavior down to come and go.
That kind of thing's expected to come and go.
Sheetz is a classy place.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
You can complain about that? People harassing you during coffee breaks?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, this story was awful. I'll read it to you in a minute.
It was groping and all kinds of horrible things.
A teacher set the world record for fire breathing. What you failed to mention sure made homeroom a lot more exciting. People are betting on who will be the next pope. What you failed to mention, I laid a cool grand on Father Guido Sarducci.
Ooh.
Sarducci.
Ooh, kiss that goodbye.
Oh, really?
Sarducci. Is he dead?
No.
No, I looked it up for the joke.
Oh, okay.
Still alive.
Don
Novello.
Yeah.
Did his research.
A man's new $300,000 Ferrari Spider went up in flames immediately after driving off the lot. What you failed to mention, should have saved himself about $295,000, bought himself a Fiero. Same outcome. Anyone who was around in the 80s.
There was a time.
Yeah.
A store opened where you can buy hundreds of DVDs and old VHS tapes along with VCRs and DVD players to play them on. What you failed to mention, yeah, they already have hundreds of those stores. They're called Goodwill.
He's right.
A resident at a nursing home has been busted for selling meth to other residents. What you failed to mention, staff of the nursing home were tipped off when Miss Johnson knitted 238 baby sweaters in 11 minutes. I should have said blankets.
You don't have to worry about meth teeth there, do you?
No.
Yeah, you've already lost your teeth. Who cares?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Panama City, the popular spring break destination for teens, has asked partying teens to go elsewhere from now on. Well, you failed to mention, thus, their new slogan, Make Daytona Great Again. And finally, we just talked about a man lives as a dog, dresses as a dog, lives as a dog. What you failed to mention, his pronouns, sit and stay. I'm Jeff Oskey, and this was failed to mention.
Jeffrey, thank you very much.
Very funny.
If you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom Show. We're coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Yeah, that story about the place called Sheetz, which is a convenience store.
Okay.
Big chain. And Pat, you were saying this is like the greatest convenience store out there.
Absolutely.
Really?
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
This is in Pennsylvania,
Good food.
in Johnstown. This guy is accused of, a 49-year-old man accused of repeatedly touching a male employee, and the person kept saying, stop that.
In the groin areas.
I'm
It
not
wasn't just like around the shoulders. or something.
Yeah.
Wow. So, in any event, yeah.
Yeah.
Yike.
Wow.
A man from Florida was arrested recently at Walt Disney World. He was caught sneaking drugs into Magic Kingdom. In the arrest report, a Disney security officer reported he witnessed 44-year-old Dustin Lee Wallace undergo security checks with his son and noticed the man's wallet was bulky. After looking inside, he discovered a bag of powdery white substance. It field tested positive for cocaine. He was detained, and the man admitted to trying to bring the drugs inside the Magic Kingdom, claiming the cocaine was for stress relief. According to Orange Circuit Court records, he pleaded not guilty to a possession of cocaine.
Giant mice make me nervous.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he was. He went to the Hall of Presidents, and Jimmy Carter pardoned him.
Oh,
yeah. He said, well, Greg used to do a little bit of cocaine.
Still holding that grudge, huh? It's the Olympics, right?
I love the Hall of Presidents. Have you ever been to the Hall of Presidents?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Air conditioning break.
Nobody's been to the Hall of Presidents.
I like the other one better though. The one where you just sit on the circle, the wheel, the
Small
progress.
World, Small
no,
World.
no. The progress. It's
in
the,
Space Mountain.
each
in the-
decades. You know what
yeah,
I'm talking about?
Tomorrowland.
No, the Carousel of Progress or something like that.
Yeah, but
the
it's in
Progress is in-
Tomorrowland.
yeah.
It's over by Space Mountain. Yeah.
That's my
A
favorite.
lot of those classic rides are
Going away.
Yeah,
they're
that's a
going away.
bummer.
I
Well, as long as they have Captain EO there, I'll
yeah.
go back.
You have a song, Pat?
Well, a guy at Disney with a wallet full of Coke.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, baby. Yes.
So we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. Yeah, we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. There's Coke in the park, baby, Coke in the park. Hand the toot over, Coke in the park, baby, Coke in the park. Mickey's watching you on all the rides.
What do you got there?
Standing in and doing long lines. You're hitting on the princess doing blow.
Oh, come Goofy.
Talking to Goofy with powder on your nose.
That's pure horse.
There's Coke in your wallet, so please explain. Someone has to answer for this cocaine. Yeah, we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. Yeah, we'd like to know where you got the cocaine. There's Coke in the park, baby, Coke in the park. Hand the toot over, Coke in the park, baby, Coke in the park, Coke in the park.
Yeah.
Sorry, I may have sung
You
Coke
said
on the
boat
boat.
once, Jeff.
You said boat.
Coke in the boat.
I heard a boat in there.
I'm just busy trying to find a picture of a Z-Donk.
What?
Still
That was
with the Z-Donk.
an hour ago.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't exist. Maybe
No, here we
it's
go. I
been
found it. Yeah, the
donked.
Z-Donk. It looks like kind of a horse with striped legs.
So
Well, that's what
it's
the
not-
zonkey looks
So
like.
the zonkey's cuter than the Z-donk?
But a zonkey is different.
Right.
Boy, there's also a thing called a zorse.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
zebra and a horse, of
Yeah,
course.
wow. Okay.
What's your source on that?
That's why I really
Well,
appreciate.
let me look
I really
into
appreciate that joke.
Bibliography there, see what's going on.
A Texas woman arrested for allegedly bringing Jell-O shots to an elementary school Christmas party.
Oh.
Why wouldn't you? KLTV reports that back in December, the assistant principal for
Did you
Jones
say
Elementary.
KLTV?
I did.
Hard to find in the
Oh, boy.
That is a bitch to find.
Holy moly.
A parent may have brought alcoholic Jell-O to a class party. The affidavit, several children became ill after eating the Jell-O. Wait a minute, they're not for the kids.
No.
With
Well,
one
yeah.
boy saying he threw up twice, another passed out after eating 6 of them.
Oh, my gosh.
The 33-year-old suspect said she brought the Jell-O not knowing they contained alcohol. But the shop owner told officers the woman had ordered alcoholic shots on purpose. After testing confirmed the Jell-O did contain alcohol, the woman was arrested for recklessly bodily injury to a child. The affidavit points out the advertisement for the Christmas Jell-O shots has Smirnoff written right on the bottom in a thin white font. So
You want to party or not, kids?
it sounds to me, I thought she brought it for the parents, which would make sense, I guess, a little bit. But
So her defense is the kids didn't pay attention to what they were.
No, she didn't know.
she says
claimed.
she didn't know it had alcohol in it.
Yeah, but if you read deep into the article,
She
she
did.
texted someone and she said, "Is there alcohol in these?" And they said yes. So,
Oh,
She
she,
took 'em
knew.
anyway.
so apparently, I'm not sure of the timing. It's pretty tricky, but I mean,
Jell-O shots are
how
good.
can you tell if little kids are drunk?
They say, I love you.
They're quiet.
They just fall asleep. They say things like, I'm going to hit the rack. I'm really tired.
I am.
Hey, you got any darts? No, I want to smoke.
Well, no
If you've ever
cigs?
been a room parent, that's actually not a terrible idea. I know it's illegal, but
Yeah.
it's not a bad idea.
Drink up, kids.
Wasn't Cosby the Jell-O spokesman for a while?
Yeah.
Of
Jell-O
course he
pops,
was, yeah.
pudding pops. Remember those?
Jello pudding pop.
What happened to those? They were good.
I thought you were going to say
Yeah,
what
what happened to
happened.
what
I
happened to
know
him?
what happened to him.
What happened to Bill Cosby,
Yeah,
Tom?
no, the Jell-O pudding pops. They were great.
They were good.
They're the best ones.
I don't know what happened to them.
Maybe
Bill
they took 'em
Cosby.
off the market because of him.
Bill Cosby is one of my dad's favorite people on the planet. He loved Bill Cosby. Thank goodness he didn't live to see
Oh,
this.
to see the fall.
The albums were
See,
amazing.
I grew
he
up
was
with
super
him doing the picture page.
Oh yeah, picture pages, picture
Yeah,
pages.
that's how I didn't know he was an actor or comedian or a
Oh, really?
rapist. Yeah.
Actor, comedian.
I didn't know any of those things.
That's in his bio now.
The Egar?
Oscar, Tony,
Raper.
Yeah, raper.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
there it is.
That's it. We've covered a lot of ground today. Right now, I want to say hello to our friends at the Java House. We all live in a Java house. Java House, what is it? What am I talking about?
Good
Java
old
House.
Java House.
Java House is about the revolution in coffee at the office, or the revolution in coffee at home. And it's not just coffee. I should make this very clear. Java House is the official refreshment of the Bob and Tom Show. Java House is the peel and pour method of creating your morning or afternoon coffee or evening coffee. Here's one right here. It looks like a Keurig cup, but it isn't. It's a little bit bigger, and you don't have to put it in a machine that's all full of germs and stuff.
What do you do, Tom?
You just take this little tab here, you peel it, and you pour it. You add hot water, cold water, whatever you're into.
Peel and pour.
And the peel and pour from Java House, and it's not just coffee. It's a whole bunch of different kinds of coffee, teas, lattes, energy drinks, hydration drinks, even hot cocoa. The hot cocoa, I will say on Josh's behalf, that's his favorite. So here's what you do. You head to javahouse.com. Use the code Bob and Tom to get 25% off your order. That's Java House, Java. The promo code is Bob and Tom. Simplify the coffee experience by checking out Java House. Peel and pour. Once again, Java House, the official coffee, and Java House, the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Coming up, we have hidden cameras in the Airbnb. Yikes is right. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick McGee.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's, I want to say Josh. I'm a creature. That's Jeff Oskey over there.
Just me.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Hello, indeed.
Had some interesting stuff today. Really exciting. We learned about the Z-Donk. The
You
half
are
zebra.
really into this.
Half zebra, half donkey.
Yeah.
That was on the loose in
Would
Michigan.
you have a mini horse or a mini donkey at the house? Like
No.
Arnold Schwarzenegger has?
No thanks.
No?
That I'd
Oh, your kids would love it.
a farm would be great with a real life-size Z-Donk. I wonder if aren't zebras notoriously difficult?
I don't know.
I
Can't ride them. They're not like
Well, they're not
I
a
don't know.
horse. I mean, no, you
you
don't
make it
ride
sound
them.
like this is common knowledge.
Now, are donkeys or mules the really stubborn one?
I thought
Stubborn as a mule.
I thought mules
Okay.
were, but yeah.
And I never can get that straight. What is it, like a mule?
Donkeys are great.
So is a donkey and a horse a mule? Is that how you do that?
Huh?
I thought
don't
mules
know.
are all left-handed.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't
Okay,
know
I
how
knew there was
that
something like that.
But they kick left.
But the Z-Donk, and again, that's just the name Z-Donk. It sounds to me like some guy in your frat. Z-Donk. Z-Donk is my man. He's got the beer.
Yeah, I'd party with
Come on, Z-Donk.
You'd party with, Z-Donks. Good time.
You're going to party with Z-Donk. Now, we have a story that my paranoia doesn't really need to be reinforced too much.
A doctor's been caught spying on his colleagues with hidden cameras. He blamed his actions on his small manhood. That's right. According to the Herald Scotland website, Dr. Hugh Young hid tiny cameras in the bathroom and spare bedroom of the Glasgow apartment that he rented out to others.
Are you kidding me?
No,
with
I'm
this?
not.
His
The cameras
What's his name?
spied on 30 different people. Dr. Hugh Young
And he did it because he has a small.
The 34-year-old anesthesiologist denied doing anything illegal, but instead claimed he has body dysmorphia and used the footage to compare his member to those of other men.
Oh, the judge said, well, then that's okay.
A jury, however, did not.
Case
They
dismissed.
found that his acts were done for his sexual gratification.
A jury of
and
his
found
peers.
him guilty
You know
of
what he
23
said?
charges.
You know what the sexual? He goes tomato. Okay, what's the problem?
This is, I mean, but so he's got an Airbnb effectively, right? And he's got cameras in the place, hidden.
Right.
Am I right?
Well, it just says he has an apartment that he rented out to others. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't think
This says he hid tiny cameras.
right in the bathroom and spare bedroom of a Glasgow apartment that he rented out.
So he's got hidden cameras in there.
Yes, and he also secretly filmed a friend and doctor at staff accommodations in Dumfries and Galloway Royal Infirmary. He also attached a camera to a smoke alarm of the fellow doctor's bedroom at the hospital.
What?
Wow.
Which captured intimate footage between this man and his partner. Oh, there's nothing sexier than having sex at a hospital.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Hospital sex?
Yeah, come on.
Sounds diseasy.
Sounds diseasy. I like that word.
So
you find an empty room and you go up there and you bang it out?
Well, if somebody you know might be an intern or a resident
candy striper,
orderly, or a med
you
student.
worked at a hospital.
Go on, yes.
Okay.
What's that called? Like instead of the Mile High Club, what's it called?
Oh, I don't know.
Knock it out at the hospital.
Yeah, you want to play doctor?
Oh, there you go.
I got to play doctor.
Did you play doctor when you were
do
kids?
No.
Oh, you played doctor.
I played doctor.
Yeah.
Did he keep on the stethoscope?
No, he did not.
Oh.
Have you seen? It's weird today.
Just hit me in the face.
I could go on, but I won't.
Okay. I was. It's weird. It's weird today when you.
I want a divorce.
That's Andy.
Only when you guys were.
I didn't know you then.
Oh.
I mean, it's weird. If
Actually, I did.
That doesn't make it right.
Actually, I did.
Go ahead.
you guys, when you're done, let me know.
We're having fun over here.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
They were.
I was just going to make a larger point here.
Go ahead,
sir.
When you see kids playing doctor today, it's a lot different than it was in our day. Today, they just sit there filling out insurance forms.
Oh.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
you've been to the doctor lately. They don't have
What'd
time
you
to
do?
practice
Well,
medicine.
that really hit a hot button with you.
Yeah, you,
really
really
had to
even
fill out some
annoyed
forms
lately.
at some point, and you want to put some sort of sensor in your finger so it
A chip in your neck.
fills out every
It's
chip in your neck or
it's
something.
unnecessary every time you go to a doctor to have to fill out the 8-page form with the history of your. There should be a.
Why is it?
You're absolutely right.
There should be a service you could sign up for. And
you fill it out, and
then
that's
it's,
everybody gets
I'm going to
it.
get a letter, and if you do that, you get the HIPAA, the insurance. Cram it.
They put all of that in the computer anyway, right?
Yeah.
You can check in beforehand
You
and
can
do
do
it.
it
on
on
you
e-check.
can.
Yeah, you know something? I did that about 2 months
They
ago for
still have you
something.
do
I
stuff.
spent 3 hours on a Saturday filling out the history of my life.
Right.
Got there, started over with a bad pen that didn't, and then write everything your parents, every disease they had.
Yeah.
And by the way,
Yeah.
you have a 1/4-inch square to put it in.
I think they do that just so you don't know how long you're sitting there and waiting.
That's a very good point.
But
Yeah.
you should be able to sign up. Hey, I want to waive all my privacy rights. You can have my whole medical history. I don't care. Here it is.
I can't remember the last time I wrote anything down at a doctor's office. They all have iPads now.
Yeah.
This was
Well, and a bad pen. I know. I heard. Yeah.
Well, no, there's I demand a quality pen.
I texted my lady the other day, asked her if she wanted to play doctor. She sent me a link to WebMD.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, I think that's
Yeah,
not
put
as
in your
hot.
symptoms here, pal.
Exactly.
Well, I'm horny.
I'm surprised you don't carry your own pen. I wouldn't imagine that you would
Yeah.
use somebody else's pen anyway.
I usually do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The ultra
I
fine
always
point.
bring my
Thank you
own.
very much.
Ultra fine point there. That's a good one.
But even with an ultra fine point, you can't fit everything in that little box. It's just completely unnecessary. Contemporary
Hard to fit
medicine
everything in a little
needs
box.
to grow up. So this guy,
Stop having fun.
his
No, you're not.
This guy, what? He was just
Go
filming
ahead.
other guys because he wanted to whack it.
well, who knows?
There's that.
Boy.
I just can't. What kind of a weird? You get into court and you go, well, the reason I was doing this, Your Honor, is because I have an extremely small penis. I mean, you got to hand it to the guy for coughing that up as a.
Yeah, I feel like there's other things you could have said. Yeah.
I can prove it to you. I've got a really nice Porsche. I mean, wouldn't you say? Why would you admit that?
Anything else? Yeah.
But I mean, that is this is the reason I like this story was I have always worried about when you get an Airbnb if there are cameras hidden.
Sure, they could be anywhere.
They usually disclose in like near the pool or in the kitchen,
Right,
or
and they
whatever.
turn them off when you're there, they say. They're
Yeah.
only there for security reasons when
Yeah,
the
but-
house is empty.
It could be in a light socket, a lamp.
Yeah.
It could be anywhere.
Well, you guys live
that
a
where you hide
weird,
yours?
horrible life.
Right.
if you're
I do
that-
the light socket typically. It gets a good view.
Yeah.
It's like an up view.
Like an upskirt thing. Yeah.
I mean,
That's paranoia to the nth degree.
I'm always worried that there's cameras here. I mean, as many
There
cameras
are.
as we have in here, that there might be some in the bathroom.
Well, that's where we get the best.
There's no
shot.
need to look
Cookie,
either.
Cookie, I'm talking to you.
Don't look either. No need to look.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay.
You're fine.
By the way, the new VagCam 3000 came in.
Have you seen the?
Yeah,
oh
but
my
you know
God.
the problem with it? Ever since we have open bathrooms, co-ed bathrooms, VagCam is turning into DCam.
Every now and then you get Oscar on it. It's a mess.
That's that's a hairy dangle.
Yeah. Holy hell.
I knew a hairy dangling guy.
Looks like a gorilla's on a trapeze.
God.
Gorillas on a
A gorilla on a trapeze.
Sorry, Jeff.
We've had a fun day. Thank you very much. Find out about all the stuff that we're doing.
Except for that doctor visit part.
That one glitch.
And the bad
we just
pen.
had.
No, I'm just trying to get a word in.
Yeah, and the bad.
Go to
pen.
YouTube. Go to YouTube. Search Bob and Tom, and you can join us there and have a little bit of fun. Thank you very much. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored in part by Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
NBA veteran Jim Jackson takes you on the court.
You get a chance to dig into my 14-year career in the NBA and also get the input from the people that will be joining. Charles Barkley.
I'm excited to be on your podcast, man. It's an honor.
Spike Lee, entrepreneur, filmmaker, Academy Award winner.
Knicks fans.
So, now you see, I got you. But also how sports brings life, passion, music, all of this together.
The Jim Jackson Show, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.